Injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studio. Your accident, your future, your attorney. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or call pound 546 from your cell. You're listening to WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Now number 1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station. Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. You are now listening to the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
That's right, guys. Here we go on a Monday edition of the Jim Colbert Show. Thanks so much for dropping by. We really do appreciate it. We do have a good program set up for you today. We got up what's happening out there. Deb's Woke News will do that. No Brandon Kravitz today.
What?
My God, man. No Brandon Kravitz today. How do you miss being on this show? And then sleep. That's what I want to know. Plus, we do have trivia. Ross Thoughts. Ray Trindley drops by today from TK Law. Vanilla Milkshake Day. He says he's bringing some. We'll see if he lives up to it. He better.
We told him not to.
Exactly.
Well,
you declined.
No, but I know.
You said
declined. I declined. I was hoping you guys would get one.
No, in fact, I was told that, the three of us have all decided not to get one. Are you really going to make him stop just to get you one, Deborah?
He can get them all.
Deb was pressured into saying no. I can vouch for that.
Welcome to the program. I am Jim. To my left, my lovely and very dangerous co-host, Ms. Deb Roberts.
Want my shake?
Straight ahead producer, Jack Bradshaw.
Good afternoon.
Comedy alien, Ross Padgett.
I'm getting married this year, man. I can't milkshake.
All right, 407-916-1041. You can text us at 77031. Find us easily on social, Instagram, Facebook, at The Jim Colbert Show, on Twitter, just at Jim Colbert Show. And, of course, you can find us all day, every day online at JimColbertLive.com. Everybody have a good weekend?
Hey, how was Father's Day, you guys, yesterday?
It was actually very nice.
Yeah?
Very nice indeed.
Kids got me a stripper. It was great. A little awkward in front of the in-laws, but, I mean, it was fun. All right, nobody buying it?
Nice.
Yeah, man. Here's the thing with us. The Father's Day thing is great because my father-in-law and I are very close, so we all kind of do that thing together. Called my pop, let him know Happy Father's Day.
Good.
Talked to him a little bit about playing poker. He said he's running bad right now, so he's not playing as much. So chatted a little bit, and I got surprised this year.
Oh.
As a rule, we don't
I guess
really...
he did get the stripper.
We don't really do the father... I like cards. I'll get gift cards, occasionally, like a dozen golf balls, whatever. But they went out this year, and I guess the whole crew got together, all the kids, directed by my wife, of course, because if not for her, they would never think of me.
That's what moms are for.
That's what moms are for. But they got me one of those little uni pizza ovens.
Ooh.
So it's like a little 12-inch pizza oven that gets up to like 900 degrees, and you cook pizzas like real deal pizzas. I got one, and I am
getting pizza.
Super excited about it. So I get to try it. They bought it. It didn't ship in time, so it's supposed to be there when I get there tonight. So I'll try it out this weekend. Let you guys know. Got to work on the dough now. I was talking to Jack before the show. Jack uses old school Jersey pizza guy. So
that's right.
I'll be leaning on him for some help.
I'm a little jealous. I've been looking at those ovens. I'm like, I can't spend that kind of money.
Get out of here. Look, all of them threw in. Don't try to make me feel bad about it.
No. You should feel great about it. It's a wonderful gift.
Yeah.
I'm talking about me coming out of pocket for myself.
Yeah.
No, this is something
Right.
you know.
Yeah. So nice.
It's
you
one
jump
of those,
on the brood.
It's one of those. It's like an iPad to me.
Yeah.
Right.
It's one of those things. There's no need for me to buy for myself, but if someone wanted to give me one, that's real cool.
We did do this. The in-laws have a little pool, right? So we are all going to come over to our house, but everybody always comes into our house. So I told Tori, I said, well, they've got a pool. It's 1 billion degrees outside.
Right.
Why don't we go over there? So as we're getting dressed, bathing suit on, really excited, walk out the door. Absolutely stormed so hard that it hurt the dirt. And then we get there, overcast the remainder of the day, sat inside, watched the Open. Didn't really get to swim at all.
How about yours, Jack?
What about you, Jackson?
Lovely day. Two of my daughters were able to come. One lives with me, and she made me breakfast, which was fantastic. And the other one came over, brought dessert from 7 Bites. I made dinner. And
nice.
We had a lovely...
Hold up. You can't just gloss by that. What'd you get from 7 Bites, dude?
You know, it's funny. She mentioned she went to 7 Bites, and I'm like, wait, I've heard that before.
Oh, man.
I think that's a foodie place that Jim
Oh,
talks about.
buddy.
Can I tell you, nationally, it's actually one of the most famous places we have in all of Orlando because they've been on Guys Grocery Games and that Food Network stuff like a bunch.
Oh, it's funny because she mentioned my daughter mentioned that they mentioned the Guy Fieri thing because obviously they're proud of that. So she knew there was some connection with that. But brought me like a little Oreo cake dessert they have. And they have another one that's like a ring ding or a ding dong, whatever.
Yeah, they make them in house.
But those are all homemade stuff. So it was lovely dessert we had with dinner that I prepared.
Jack has been on a tear. A
little bit.
An absolute tear.
I got a thing going. I had to go buy a new salt shaker.
Oh,
I did.
And that's when you're cooking. When you break your salt shaker.
Exactly.
Not break, buddy.
That's a lifetime purchase.
It
You
does
wore it
feel
out.
good.
Used it all.
Wow.
I've never done that. That's like using all the ink in a pen.
It's like using all the Worcestershire sauce.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's a bottle for life when you buy that stuff.
All of Worcestershire sauces are from 78.
Right, exactly. None of them are new.
I don't know why they still make new ones.
You are not wrong.
I just bought a bottle of that stuff, and I remember pulling it off the shelf and looked at it and go, well, we're married now.
Exactly.
It's like, you will never not be in my fridge for the remainder of our life. It's the best $4 you can spend on the planet.
You and your beautiful recycled brown paper bottle.
That's right. Covered in a bag, all sexy. Get in here.
Worcestershire sauce is such a mystery.
And soy sauce.
Yeah.
Soy sauce. Yeah, you gotta have a bottle of that.
Oh,
That'll last you forever, too.
forever.
I feel like Worcestershire sauce is just American soy sauce.
No, it's just like a...
Where is Worcestershire sauce
Worcestershire
from?
sauce, you had us do what'd you do that's new on it?
Remember, it's like sardines in it.
It's like a whole bunch of everything.
Oh,
in
yeah,
it.
and it's going to ferment for a whole long time. It's not a piece of cake to make.
And it was a mistake at first,
Yeah,
wasn't
I think
it?
so, yeah.
I just remember as a kid, if I was helping set the table, if we had steak, I'd have to get out the A1 steak sauce.
There you
and
go.
The Lee and Perrins Worcestershire sauce out of the fridge and put them on the table.
Absolutely.
That was setting the table if we had steak.
So my grandmother's birthday was this weekend as well, right? And she wanted a steak, right? So she didn't want. We just went to like Texas Roadhouse, right? It's right up there in Sanford.
There you go.
Very easy to get to, right?
Roadhouse.
And I have to tell you, I was not looking to be impressed, but they did such a good job. Like, it was absolutely delicious. It really was. So much so I told the manager afterwards, I said, in a world where everybody's complaining about everything, I thought it'd be nice that that your staff killed it. They cooked this steak perfectly. It was delicious from beginning to end. So when that was all said and done, I was walking to the bathroom, and a guy had just been delivered his 32-ounce porterhouse. He was birthday steaking it up, right? And as I'm walking down, I was like, wow, that's a good-looking steak. And as I'm saying that to himself, he literally emptied half a bottle of A1 onto the top of it. I almost kicked it off his table. You do not deserve that. You don't understand.
One of those guys.
Yeah.
You're one of those guys. One of those guys that's like, you don't do that to a steak.
You shouldn't do that, man. But, they did a good job seasoning it. It was perfect. There's no reason to put anything else on it.
And you should taste anything before adding things to it that you can't remove.
So much. It was pouring off the side as if he was icing one of those cakes with that glaze.
Fondant A1.
Oh, God. It was so bad. I was like, okay, enjoy it, buddy. I guess you'll taste the steak eventually.
I think I saw a photo of your father-in-law.
John?
Yeah, on social media.
Yeah, he's a big old burly guy.
Yeah. White goatee.
Oh, yeah. Kind of beardish goatee, yeah.
Beardish goatee.
Uh-huh. The hair of God. That's what we call it. Got the hair of God. Hasn't lost a hair since 71.
Do you think...
Yeah, I already know.
That you kind of look like him?
Yeah. It's a weird thing.
Yeah.
You understand that when we took my son to FAU to do the campus walk around, they thought we were a couple.
Yeah.
Oh.
Did you guys not know that?
No.
Oh, yeah.
That they thought you and your father-in-law were the couple?
It was actually the University of North Florida. My father-in-law took my son up there. My wife had to work, so we took him up. So we took him up for the ride. We're doing the tour of the campus with him, and of course, we look a little bit alike. He's 10 years older than me, and you can tell. But anyway,
yeah. Let's just
shut
that. Case
Case closed.
Past that.
They're walking around, and at the very end, they do this thing where, like, hey, be an owl or do an owl or whatever, right? So we get to the end, and as we're walking away, my son looks at me and goes, "You guys know, right?" And we're all like, "No, we're just excited to go to lunch. We were hungry."
Right.
He's like, no, you don't know, do you? And he started laughing, like giggle laughing. My son gets tickled. He starts giggle laughing and almost like wheezing when he laughs.
Oh, no.
He goes, "Dad, they thought you guys were a couple. They thought that you were like my two dads."
Oh.
So I went back and convened all of them together to let them know that we weren't. No, I didn't do that.
Yeah.
I just put my arm around him and patted him on the ass and said, let's go. Let's get a burger.
Because I was taken back when I was like, that guy looks cool.
Yeah.
And then I was like,
It's
heavy gym vibes.
It's very heavy gym vibe.
All right, 407-916-1041. It's an odd thing. I get it. I aged poorly. I chose the wrong. I chose the wrong cup.
Yeah, you did the wrong Indiana Jones cup.
But
Picked the
don't they
wrong cup.
say a woman
You chose.
Yeah.
tries to
usually
she searches for a man that reminds her of her dad?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
Absolutely.
Let me tell you, but she hit the 1 of 1 card because you chose poorly.
I mean, I guess I don't look like my soon-to-be father-in-law.
Yeah,
We're both tall.
you
and
look
we're
a little bit like him.
We're
He's
a little.
He's
on the
way
skinny
more,
side.
way more tan than you,
He's far more tan.
and he looks actually pretty darn cool in a leather jacket.
Yeah. Well, we both look cool. I know everybody looks cool in a leather jacket.
All right, 407-916-1041. What'd you guys do for Father's Day? Do you do anything? I know Ross, your father's been passed or whatever. Do you celebrate at all? I mean,
I lit a candle and I put it out.
You
no,
did?
Did you find your dad?
Yeah, did you find your dad?
Oh, that's
no,
right.
I didn't even look for him.
Come on, man. It's Father's Day.
Busy.
How busy could you get to not? You played golf.
I played golf.
That means you had time.
I
and
was
you-
busy.
And you opted out. You played golf on Father's Day and
Which
didn't look
was-
for him.
Yeah, and that's what he used to do, you know?
Oh,
should have
so you were
taken
celebrating.
him with you.
Yeah, I thought about
Oh.
him. I thought about him every hole.
A real Courtney Love move. Just slam the teddy bear knapsack on the luggage thing at the airport with ashes flying out.
Oh, my God.
That's what she used to do. That she dragged Kurt Cobain everywhere.
Could you imagine if you had an urn and you could just bungee that to the top of your cart? And
Yeah,
then when
no.
everybody asks, just tell them. It's just my dad.
I
It's Father's
birdied,
Day.
I birdied 14. I went, that one's for you, Pops.
You did not.
I did not. I lied. I kind of forgot.
Deb-
I mean, that's the one thing. You lose a dad, and you're like, all right,
Yeah.
well, there's one less holiday you got to take care of.
I shouldn't think of it like that,
Damn.
buddy.
I'm just saying.
I know. It's
brutally honest.
tough. Anything for you, Deb?
Well, my mom finally got back into town from being on a 10-day Alaskan cruise. So
Well,
it was fun.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
How fancy.
It was very fancy. Had 2 massages on the ship. and everything.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn, those
Saw all
massages.
kinds of wildlife. So it was nice to finally be able to see her again.
That's cool.
I'm a mama's girl.
Yeah, no, that's good. All right, I was trying to figure out everybody's good. Everybody had a good weekend.
Yeah, we're doing all right. We're hanging in there.
All right, very good. All right.
It's Monday.
Yeah, big show today. A
Yeah.
lot of stuff to talk about. A lot of stuff going on out there.
Yeah, definitely.
It's interesting. We have the 2 officers that were the first on the scene at the Bob Saget thing. Have you heard about that recently?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're in trouble.
So but I'm going to ask a little bit later. But I mean, what do you do to somebody who does that? Like, what's the penalty for that? By the way, if you don't know, what happened was these 2 detectives from Orange County, I don't even know their name, when they showed up, one guy tweeted to his friend, or not tweeted,
Brother.
but texted his friend or brother
Right.
that, Bob Saget had passed away. His brother, like a complete moron. Like, you can't be more dumb than that. You can't. I don't care. And by the way, if you're listening, you're dumb. You can't. How could you do that to your brother? Now, look, your brother did something wrong.
Yeah, what he did
Right.
was...
What he did was wrong, but he sent his brother a notice, hey, look, we just found Bob Saget dead. This guy runs to Twitter and puts it up. And the only link is right back to his brother, who was on the scene that day as a cop. And then the family finds out from Twitter that their father and husband is dead, and not from a coroner, from the officers, or from the PIO, or whoever does that for them.
And I think anyone with a Twitter account does the same thing.
You think so?
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't run and tell somebody that. I mean, that's especially if you're a cop.
I'm assuming he didn't say, hey, don't say anything. I'm saying the cop was shocked. He said, oh, my God, you're not going to believe this.
Right.
I just came in the room, Bob Saget's dead.
But
so he went to Twitter because everyone
my
wants
God,
to be
can you
the
believe
first.
it?
Everyone wants to go
Right.
viral, but not realizing, oh, wow, that it was wrong to get that information.
And while he's bragging at the wing house about the first guy to know, his brother's being reprimanded, possibly losing his job.
Yeah, I think
dick.
out of the 2, the brother who tweeted is the second dumbest out of the 2 because you're the first person. You should not be texting.
Well, because that's your job for sure. Like, if we found that inside information here and it was sensitive to someone else's reality, even though we're kind of in the business of doing that, I think we would all understand you got to be cool. There's no reason a child or a mother or a wife should find out that their loved one is dead via Twitter because some dude's got a brother that was on the scene. How dopey can you be, man? God, it's so short-sighted and idiotic. Now he puts his brother in a bad position. This is a bad look all the way around.
But really, Ross is right. Isn't it on the brother, the cop?
Yeah.
It is. No, I just said that. It is on him, but there's no question. But look, if you have a brother it's a cop, an attorney, a judge, you understand there's a certain decorum you're supposed to roll by. And him blowing out the Bob Saget died before everybody else and then running to Twitter to be the first teenage girl to tell everybody.
Look at me.
Yeah, look at me.
I stand
I knew
by
before you.
He tasted the brother, and that's a worse decision than tweeting it.
I don't know, man. Yes, I understand, but you would think that you could trust your brother to have better judgment than that. Like, I would think that you would know. Like, if I sent you something very intimate like that, and I said, hey, look, we just found out so-and-so, like maybe in the building here, another personality, something happened. I mean, you would know not to run to Twitter and say that, and you're not even the brother of a cop.
No.
Yeah. All right, 407-916-1041. Deb, what's coming up for news?
Well, we've got more decisions coming out of the Supreme Court today and tomorrow. A Brevard County woman is arrested on hate crime charges in New York, and it's National Hike with a Geek Day. We'll talk about that and more coming up next during Woke News.
You got it. All right, 407-916-1041. Back with Deb's News. More of the Jim Colbert Show right after this.
We're still your at-work station, even if your work happens to be on the kitchen table. Bed. Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash? Contact Clausman Law at clausmanlaw.com.
Looking at some slow traffic this afternoon on I-4 westbound due to a crash blocking the left lane near 1792. Stop-and-go delays also reported eastbound on I-4 between the 417 and the Beach Line. Looking at some slow traffic as well between US 27 and the 429. No major slowdowns right now along the Turnpike or on the 408. If you see traffic problems, make sure you're calling the Safe Touch Security Traffic.com tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Samantha Canning.
This report is sponsored by Blindster. Do you need new blinds or shades? Blindster.com offers custom-made blind shades and shutters shipped directly to you at prices less than big box retailers. Blindster blinds are easy to install and guaranteed to fit. Don't overpay for new blinds. Shop Blindster today and save big. Blindster.com.
Man, thinking about building a new fence, a beautiful new fence from our friends over at Mossy Oak Fence is a great way to add appeal and value to your home. Also, a great way to provide more safety and security for your family, your children, and your pets. You got a new dog, maybe a new puppy? Visit mossyoakfences.com. Ask about their puppy Pickett. That's right. At Mossy Oak Fence, your family's security and safety is their number one priority. Put Fence Freaks work for you, man. These guys over at Mossy Oak really know what they're doing. They built an incredible fence for me. They can do the same for you. Just visit mossyoakfences.com. And as always, let the Mossy family protect your family today.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by Skylight Roofing. Roof with us. SkylightRoofing.com.
Make this the year you go to our iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Tickets are on sale now at AXS.com.
iHeartRadio, let's go! A weekend full of superstar performances, never seen before collaboration, and once-in-a-lifetime moments you'll have to see to believe.
Friday, September 23rd and Saturday the 24th at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas.
Our 2022 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Buy your tickets now at AXS.com.
If you've been involved in a slip and fall accident and are not sure of your legal options, call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733 and take back control of your life.
Office in Orlando.
Here's what Fence Outlet customers have to say about their experience.
We're very happy with Fence Outlet. They walked us through the entire process and gave us great information and advice. They went way above and beyond for us, and our fence looks amazing.
Get your quote today at fenceoutlet.com. License number C10252 and C10803.
The Summer of Truck Sales event is back, and it's going on right now down at Nation's Trucks. Make no payments until October with approved credit and get $500 in free gas or diesel fuel with any purchase. Ford, Chevy, Dodge, Ram, and GMC. Start driving the truck that you deserve. Visit nationstrucks.com today.
Original Mattress Factory customers understand the value of buying local. Because we hand build our products in our local factory, our customers can see exactly how their mattress is made. They can see and feel the difference in quality for themselves. Original Mattress Factory customers know that they'll be treated like a neighbor in our stores. They can rest assured that their dollar is going further thanks to our factory direct value. And their purchase supports their community. Visit an OMF location today to experience the Original Mattress Factory difference for yourself.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning.
I think I need a new air conditioner. It's so hot and my old one...
We now have voice recognition. Simply say what you need.
New air conditioner.
Speak clearly and tell me what it is you want.
New air conditioner.
Go ahead, explain your problem.
You're my problem.
I heard you say there's no problem. Well, jolly good, off you go.
No, there's a problem. I need a new air conditioner.
I heard you say no problem with your air conditioner. Don't know why you called to tell us that.
This would never happen with Frank Gay.
But you didn't call Frank Gay.
Wish I had.
I heard you say...
You heard me say I'm calling Frank Gay.
When you need AC replacement, you need it done right. A friendly, helpful team to guide you, and the air in your home cool, clean, and comfortable for years to come. That's the Frank Gay way.
I heard you say you wish you had called Frank Gay. Was that it? Did I get it right this time?
That's the Frank Gay way. FrankGayServices.com.
I'm Orlando attorney Mo DeWitt, and this is my client, Raphael.
I had unexpected slip and fall. You were the only guys that were willing to take it. The insurance company offered me a low ball amount. I was able to secure over 10 times that amount. If you're injured on the go, just call Mo.
Prospective client may not obtain same or similar results.
Do you find yourself stuck in a timeshare? Get the real facts about the timeshare industry and your options for cancellation. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, beat the largest timeshare company in federal court and has put together a free information guide that reveals the secrets the timeshare industry doesn't want you to know, including the 5 ways to get rid of your timeshare. Call now and get this timeshare cancellation guide absolutely free.
Call 800-857-5656. That's 800-857-5656.
Did you know that most adults with autism are unemployed, and a major hurdle is the lack of job opportunities? That's why Autism Speaks is teaming up with Lee Container, the J. Donald and Laurel Lee Family Foundation Fund, and Delivering Jobs to create a more inclusive workforce in the U.S. Are you an HR professional, community leader, or business owner? Join us in creating a workforce where people of all abilities can contribute and thrive. To learn more, visit autismspeaks.org/employment.
Time is running out on the hottest finance offer of the year at IDC. Now through June 30th, you can get 5 years zero-interest financing on practically anything and everything. A $10,000 hand-crafted Tokori ring comes to around $167 a month. So you can splurge and go big. Think about it. You pay nothing. Zero, nada in interest for 5 whole years. Wedding bands for just $40 a month. Stud earrings just $30 a month. Don't miss this amazing offer. But hurry, it ends June 30th at International Diamond Center.
Interest rates may be rising elsewhere, but not at International Diamond Center. Now through June 30th, you can get zero interest for 5 whole years. That's right. You buy now and spread your payments out over 5 years without a dime in interest. Only IDC can make an offer like this on rings, earrings, pendants, bands, designer jewelry, even GIA certified diamonds. Just one tiny catch. This is a limited time offer and it absolutely ends June 30th. 5 years, zero interest financing with nothing down at International Diamond Center.
4 Orlando locations on approved credit.
One tap on the talkback mic inside the free iHeartRadio app could get you tickets to our legendary iHeartRadio Music Festival in Vegas this September. First, download the free iHeartRadio app. Second, open the iHeartRadio Music Festival station playing the artists from this year's iconic lineup. Third, tap the talkback mic and send us a message for who you're excited to see take the stage this year.
Pat Benatar and Neil Giraldo.
You'll be entered to win tickets for both nights of our world-famous iHeartRadio Music Festival.
This hour of programming brought to you in part by FAS Windows and Doors.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch.
Yeah. We like it when you watch.
At The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show. I had to do the whoa-whoa before I could go. You understand? Everybody knows that.
That'll be the whoa-whoa.
Before you go. Everybody knows. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show here on Real Radio. We deeply appreciate you tuning in. Hope you've had a wonderful weekend. Hope you're having a really productive Monday, staying cool out there. As it hot. Welcome back. I am Jim, Ross, and Jack sit right over there. Let's get a check of the news. Here's Deb.
And now, it's time for Woke News.
Seems like kind of a misuse of the whole world.
On the Jim Colbert Show.
Woke News brought to you by Home Loans Radio with that mortgage guy, Don. All right, gird your loins, boys and girls. The U.S. Supreme Court is getting close to deciding an abortion case that could upend a ruling that's been in place for decades. The court is considering a Mississippi abortion case, and a leaked draft opinion revealed justices were ready to overturn Roe v. Wade. The nation could see the final ruling soon, as justices will issue new opinions tomorrow and Thursday. No decisions are coming out today because Juneteenth is being observed as a federal holiday for the first time.
Yeah, pretty cool.
And speaking of that, today is the brand new federal holiday celebrating Juneteenth, which marks the end of slavery in the U.S. According to the Pew Research Center, at least 24 states and the District of Columbia mark the holiday by closing state government offices and giving the workers the day off, but Florida is not one of them. Most federal offices are closed today, along with most banks, and there's no mail delivery. State Agriculture Commissioner Nikki Fried issued a proclamation on Friday recognizing June 19th as Juneteenth here in Florida, which, of course, was yesterday, also Father's Day.
Yep.
A Brevard County woman is facing hate crime charges in New York. Merritt Island's Madeline Barker was arraigned Saturday for an incident that actually took place over a week ago in the meatpacking district. Now, New York police say the 47-year-old, who was dressed rather brightly for said attack, pepper sprayed 4 Asian women in their 20s after an argument in which she made some anti-Asian remarks. No serious injuries were reported. Barker is due back in court on Thursday, but if you'd like to check out just what a little bitch she was, you can see the video for yourself at JimColbertLive.com and also at RealRadio.com.
It is legit like she dressed like, I'm going to be a racist and get caught today.
Exactly. I mean, she couldn't have dressed any brighter.
My God, she looks like a band, like a marching band member.
She does.
Like
It's
Imelda Marcos on a holiday.
It was like, did you miss Mardi Gras
God
and you're just
almighty.
a few months off?
It does.
A little concerned.
Very clownish.
Very. All right, COVID-19 vaccines for kids as young as 6 months old could start going into arms as early as tomorrow, but it might take a while longer for them to get here to Florida. That's because the governor is holding firm. Ron DeSantis says the scant data leads to the state recommending against giving COVID shots to young children, but he stresses doctors and hospitals can order them from the federal government. Agriculture Commissioner Nikki Fried says it could take into next week before Florida gets its first shots, but they will come. All right. The father of a 14-year-old boy killed after falling of an Orlando theme park ride says he wants it dismantled and a permanent memorial put up in its place. Yarnell Sampson told reporters he believes a temporary memorial was taken down because the park was trying to sweep his son's death, quote, under the rug, end quote. Sampson says he's also upset because the operator is going forward with plans for a second ride at the park. And I believe they already do. They have they do have another ride there. The name escapes me at the moment, but attorney Ben Crump says Sampson's autopsy showed that he died of blunt force trauma to the head, torso, and extremities and multiple internal organ lacerations. The 14-year-old fell to his death at the Orlando Freefall ride at Icon Park back in March. But we've talked about this before. The likelihood of it being dismantled and a memorial put in its place is just highly unlikely given the value of the land.
Right, yeah.
All right, Amber Alerts are reaching a bigger audience here in Florida. Instagram is now going to make the messages available for users nationwide. So if it didn't tick you off enough when your cell phone,
Right.
Well, the feature will allow users to share the alerts and to immediately contact law enforcement. These things really do work. And officials think this feature is especially important to Floridians since our state had the second highest number of Amber Alerts 2 years ago.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's always fun doing comedy, and all of a sudden,
oh yeah, collectively
200 Amber Alerts go off.
Every phone in the audience rips open.
Oh, that's
nice
gotta
flex that you had that large of audience.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
Standing O.
Man, that's perfect timing to wait for that moment so you can brag about your audience sizes. I'm with Jack. That's brilliant.
That's
oh man, wait till I tell you about the bigger audiences. 200 isn't that much.
Yeah. Has that happened?
Oh, another flex.
Has that really happened to you before?
Yeah.
Wow. That's
wow.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's happened to me multiple times.
It's happened on the air before, but I mean, we just usually have it before that. Or
We usually don't know about it.
Yeah, exactly.
We're the last to know.
I
All the
never-
listeners know.
Never understood that.
I think like the second or third time that's happened, as soon as I heard all of the Amber Alerts, the chorus of phones buzzing, I just looked at them and went, oh, I gotta go.
They found me.
This isn't good. My name's not Ross. You guys have a great night.
All right, a measure passed by Florida state lawmakers to ban smoking on beaches is on the governor's desk.
Get him!
It was sent to DeSantis on Friday. The measure allows for a local city or county, in this case, they can make their own rules, to ban smoking on its beaches. Now, John Paul Brooker with Florida Conservation at Ocean Conservancy applauds the legislation's passage, saying, quote, cigarette butts may be small, but they have a lasting harmful effect on the environment, end quote, and they do. The governor is expected to sign the measure in order for it to go into effect starting July 1st.
Damn.
I think that's a great law. That's a great law. One too many photos of seabirds trying to feed cigarette butts to their chicks.
Yeah. I have to tell you, though, it's going to be, there's nothing more Florida than a woman sitting there in her bikini chugging a cig. It's 101 degrees outside. She's covered in a thin cut of motor oil that she's had on because her mama told it worked better than the other stuff, and it's way cheaper. Just absolutely hot boxing one Winston after the next, just flicking them.
Well,
just making it rain with some cigarette butts.
If she's sitting on the beach, she would have been the smarter one because one person drowned and hundreds of others, I'm talking like close to 330 others, were rescued just at Volusia County beaches this weekend. Beach safety captain A.J. Miller says a 60-year-old woman drowned in New Smyrna Beach Saturday night when lifeguards were off duty. Officials rescued, again, more than 300 people over the last couple of days, and Captain Miller is really urging visitors, be aware of rip currents through at least the beginning of this week, and don't think you have to be waist-deep water for them to take you down. There was a couple of, and both of them Floridians. The wife survived, the husband was killed, and they were like in calf-deep water.
It just has to knock you over.
Just
man.
has to knock you over and drag you out.
And it's weird, like people are like, oh, no, man, that couldn't knock me over. You just step into a moderately flowing stream up to your elbow or up to your knees, and you can feel that force pulling you. And the crazy thing is, what kills them is they fight it.
Right.
Like on the way out, they tell you, if you get dragged out, just kind of don't fight it. Get dragged out, save your energy, and then kind of work your way back in.
Swim parallel to shore.
Yeah, parallel to shore. But the worst thing is as it's dragging you out, you're trying to fight it. You blow all your energy.
Right.
When it stops pulling you, you can't keep yourself above water.
I mean, that's easier said than done.
And I agree. I think a lot of times we have the flags that fly at the beach. And I don't know about you guys, but I know purple means sea life, and I know the flag for hurricanes. I don't think a lot of visitors to the state,
I don't think they give it credit.
They don't give it credit.
What?
And again, the story of the couple where the husband was killed, they're Floridians. They grew up around rip currents their whole life, and yet you think you go in calf deep and you're good to go. And
those beaches over there, they get nasty.
Yeah.
And the pull is ridiculous.
Yeah, exactly. Well, something else that's happening beachside, Disney's newest cruise ship is docking in Central Florida. Disney Wish is the first ship to join the company's cruise line in more than 10 years, so it's a big deal. It docked this morning in Port Canaveral. The ship's maiden voyage is set for July 14th. All right, boats aren't the only thing manatees will have to worry about this summer. Unfortunately, Florida wildlife officials say they found low levels of red tide in the Indian River Lagoon near the NASA Causeway. And unfortunately, the 156-mile lagoon has few outlets to flush out any toxic algae if it does, in fact, bloom. This, of course, comes after a record number of manatees died in the state last year with over 1,121.
Just a bad day for water.
Yeah.
Yeah, this next one doesn't help either. An alligator, you may have seen the push notification on your phones over this weekend, but an alligator has been euthanized after eating a North Florida man's dog, quote, like it was nothing, end quote, the dog's owner says. Now, it happened earlier this month on a nature trail in Tallahassee. Josh Wells says he was playing fetch with a tennis ball with this 40-pound black Labrador retriever mix, Toby, and the dog was standing in shallow water when he said the gator just shot up out of the water. Wells says the pet he got for his young son during the pandemic never had a chance, didn't even have time to bark.
Didn't make a sound.
Gator jumped up, latched on, took him down.
It was just gone.
Wells only stopped himself from chasing down and grabbing the gator after seeing how large it was. A Florida wildlife officer located the alligator along with another 6.5-foot beast, which was removed from the same waterway, but that second alligator was not euthanized.
Is it bad for me to think
Yes.
that the alligator shouldn't have been euthanized?
The big one, because of the contact, they
I'm
have
with
to.
you. They have to once they're over, I think it's 2 feet, they can no longer relocate them. They have to be euthanized.
Gator's just being a gator.
Yeah, I get it. Again, and we're at the end of mating season. Don't let your animals or your kids go and
how about not in the water? You can't let them go near it.
Exactly.
They can feel the sound of the paws
And
on the shoreline,
and you'll never know them.
They'll creep up there in 6 inches of water, and they'll conceal themselves until they're close enough. Then they launch out of there like crazy. You ever see those things catch caribou like in those watering holes in Africa?
Yeah.
I mean, they're
crocodiles.
You see nothing, and then you see a 14-foot dinosaur eat a caribou whole.
They call them swamp kittens.
This is
Apparently, alligators and cats share a lot of attributes.
Oh, really?
And it was you. I mean, there you go, Chubbs. That one's for you, Chubbs.
Yeah.
All right.
Gas prices continue to fall in Florida. The statewide average for a gallon of regular is now $4.81.
Book the cruise.
It's a penny cheaper than Sunday, 8 cents lower than a week ago. AAA, in fact, says pump prices are dropping after oil and gasoline futures suffered big weekly losses. AAA reports the national average price for regular fell 2 cents over the weekend to $4.98. The price, of course, hitting $5.01 a gallon last week, the highest average price ever, after it pushed past $5 for the first time. Now, spokesman Mark Jenkins says the fuel market remains extremely unstable and things could change very quickly, but it's looking less likely that Florida's average will surpass $5 a gallon anytime soon.
So the gas prices fall
Good
the
news.
weekend Biden falls.
They saved us.
Stay woke, dude.
And not finally, but Brandon Kravitz isn't here, but this is about the only thing I think going on in sports right now. But the Lightning hope the home crowd can help spark a comeback.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay hosts the Colorado Avalanche at Amalie Arena tonight at 8 in Game 3 of the Stanley Cup Finals.
Wait. I think the Avalanche just scored again.
The Avalanche lead the series 2-0 after taking the first 2 games in Denver. The Bolts, though, have won 7 straight home games, and they also found themselves down 2-0 against the Rangers in the Eastern Conference Finals.
True.
Before winning that series. So they're hoping that hometown vibe can help bring them over the edge and keep them in the game.
Just got to listen for the trash cans. My daughter got to go to the last game they played in Colorado up there.
Really?
Yeah, she went to the game.
7-0?
The Lightning game, yeah.
Yeah.
They got blown out.
7-0. Yeah.
I was just talking to them yesterday.
Wow.
Man, they're man.
Wait. Who's your daughter rooting for?
Oh, Denver. She lives in Denver.
Oh, then she had a great night.
Yeah. She lives in Denver.
Exactly.
Well, actually, the crazy thing is that she has a sister that lives in Tampa.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. Actually, I don't know who she's cheering for. She lives in Denver, but she says it's kind of weird when you start cheering. Oh, she's cheering for Tampa. Because she did tell me in the context of our conversation, it's weird when you're in Denver yelling for Tampa.
Yeah.
And Tampa is losing by 7.
Right. Yeah. You're still keeping up the facade.
Down by a touchdown.
Well, before you watch what Jimmy does during the break, a new report says the Chinese parent company of TikTok
I don't like it. I don't have it anymore.
accessed American users' data repeatedly, and you would have been one of their favorites. BuzzFeed News obtained audio from more than 80 internal meetings at TikTok from September 2021 through January 2022. TikTok, whose parent company ByteDance is based in Beijing, has said American data has been sealed off from access by the Chinese Communist Party. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah.
But the BuzzFeed report claims ByteDance employees in China have frequently accessed private data on U.S. users. So TikTok on Friday said, all right. We'll move data on U.S. users to Oracle's cloud platform to address concerns about user security.
Yeah. I don't have any problem with it. They can take off. As long as I get to watch drunk moms do the fancy like dance in Nashville, I'm good.
You were kidding, right? You still have it, right?
Oh, are you kidding? That's all he does.
I love the TikTok.
It's like I didn't have anything to watch. I went to bed a little early. I'm like, well, let me just look. And I 45 minutes later.
On TikTok?
45 minutes later. You just scroll through. And because it's the perfect short attention span theater. You know, you just, I don't like it. Next. Don't like it. Oh, that's good. That's good. And there's enough content out there. It's easy.
It's a minute and a half TV show about everything I love.
And think about that, 45 minutes, and he probably watched 2,500 things.
Exactly. That's it.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember none of it.
And finally, today might be a good day to take a hike. June 20th happens to be National Hike with a Geek Day.
All right.
Okay, that's a deep cut.
It's meant to encourage techies of all kinds to take a break from their keyboards and get out and enjoy nature.
That vanilla milkshake is starting to sound pretty good about that.
It just sounds like Dad, drag your nerd through the woods day.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like to me.
Happy National Go on a Hike with a Geek
No,
Day?
it's National Hike with a Geek Day.
Yeah, it's National Make a Guy with 140 IQ Yell the F word day.
Yeah. When I was a kid, we didn't look at screens all day. Come on out.
Dad, I can do this in red, Dad.
He's not wrong.
I can take a digital walk.
He's not wrong.
That's so wild. Maybe too many holidays.
No, there's fine. It's fine. The holidays are fine.
And now you all are officially woke, and Woke News is brought to you by Home Loans Radio with that mortgage guy, Don. Yeah, mortgage rates have gone up a bit, but you know what else has gone up these last couple of years? Your home values. And that means you're likely sitting on more equity than you've ever had before. And now is a great time to tap into that hard-earned equity to maybe build a pool or put in a new kitchen, update or maybe add bathrooms or even expand your home. Heck, you can even fund your midlife crisis. It's as easy as going to homeloansradio.com. Ask Don any mortgage question. Again, that's homeloansradio.com or thatmortgageguydon.com.
Thanks, Deb. 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Back with more of the Jim Colbert Show right after this.
Real radio is Real Music Weekends.
But I'm a creep.
Real Music Weekends. This weekend on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by attorney Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
Hey, everybody. Good Monday to you. Fox 35 Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Jamie King back with you. Want to update you Central Florida weather today. Mix of sun and clouds, hot and humid, highs around 90 today. Chance of showers and storms. Could be a few around for the morning hours, but the emphasis on the PM at about 40% inland areas, 20% along the coast with breezy east winds at 10 to 15. Warm and muggy tonight, clearing skies late, lows to 73, and northeast breeze at 5 to 10. For your Tuesday and Wednesday, the heat is on. Hot highs in the low mid-90s both days, lows in the low mid-70s with rain chance both days at around 10%. For Fox 35, I'm Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Jamie King. Remember to depend on and trust your Fox 35 Storm Team Meteorologist. Take care.
This report is sponsored by Wawa Hoagie Fest. It's Hoagie Fest. Today's the day. Follow your taste buds. They'll show you the way. Hoagie Fest is back. $5 shorties and $6 classics. Only at Wawa Hoagie Fest.
Pyro Spot Fireworks is your local source for the best specials out there. Florida's largest selection of buy one, get two free fireworks. You have to let experts over at Pyro Spot make you a backyard hero. Help design your perfect show using their touch screens to view product videos before you actually buy them. Locations in Longwood and Eustis. Firework demand is at an all-time high. Shop early for the best selection and opening week specials. Better fireworks, better prices, and a no-dud guarantee. Just simply visit PyroSpot online for more information at iwantfireworks.com.
Here's a top move for hiring a divorce attorney. See how they look and handle themselves on video or audio. Chances are that's them at their best, with editing, setup, and multiple takes. The courtroom is live. Mediation is live. Make sure your divorce lawyer is going to make you look good. At Trenley Kramer Law, we handle family law and divorce. TK Law, one firm for life.com.
Are you tired of paying high interest rates on your student loans, car loans, or credit cards? Sage Mortgage and their quick cash refi can help. Home values have gone through the roof, so why not use some of that money to consolidate all of your debt into one payment at a lower interest rate? Not only can Sage Mortgage's quick cash refi get you a quote in 15 seconds, but they can get your debt consolidated in nearly half the time of the big banks, saving you money quicker, all while providing top-notch customer service, which you can see from their 4.8 stars out of 5 on Bankrate.com. Visit them online and see your guaranteed low quick cash refi rate in only 15 seconds at sagemortgage.com or call in at 855-836-0352. That's 855-836-0352. With Sage Mortgage on your side, you may be richer than you think. Forward Mortgage Lending Incorporated, DBA Sage Mortgage, NMLS ID number 1374724. Not available in all states. Equal housing opportunity. This is not a commitment to lend. Not all loans apply. Terms and conditions apply. Call us at 855-836-0352.
Welcome to Daytona Soccer Fest. The all-in-one soccer, music, cars, and much more 4th of July weekend spectacular. We're building a soccer stadium at Daytona International Speedway, and matches will be played there for the first time in history. Also, full concerts from Raul Alejandro and Chance the Rapper, Toyota Thrill Rides, and the World Freestyle Federation. Daily passes starting at $99. Get your tickets at DaytonaSoccerFest.com. For a limited time, buy one, get one free.
Want to hear something that's going to make you feel better? Seeing your own primary care doctor, now just around the corner. At Village Medical, at Walgreens. Our providers and care teams take care of you with same-day appointments, extended hours, and virtual visits, too. You get the comprehensive care you need, when and where you want it. Experience exceptional care at Village Medical. Book your primary care appointment at villagemedical.com/getcare. That's villagemedical.com/getcare.
We started by renovating an old van.
Yeah, then we just followed our journey and became van life influencers.
We were in a gas station parking lot when we saw a Chrysler Pacifica pull up, and that was our big wake-up call.
I mean, it had available Napa leather trim seats and 33 total inches of available screens. Plus, the Pacifica is America's only plug-in hybrid minivan.
Yeah, it had everything we wished our van had.
So we traded in our van life for a Pacifica hybrid, and now we have 2 new followers that really like it.
The Chrysler Pacifica Hybrid. It's the van life for real life.
Hi, this is Joe Cordell with the law firm Cordell & Cordell. When the prospect of divorce becomes a reality, you need a partner that you can count on. If you're a man in this situation, consider contacting Cordell & Cordell. We've helped men navigate complex legal matters for 30 years.
Contact Cordell & Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's Orlando area attorneys, a partner men can count on. Office in Orlando. Online at CordellCordell.com. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
Did you know that most adults with autism are unemployed, and a major hurdle is the lack of job opportunities? That's why Autism Speaks is teaming up with Lee Container, the J. Donald and Laurel Lee Family Foundation Fund, and Delivering Jobs to create a more inclusive workforce in the U.S. Are you an HR professional, community leader, or business owner? Join us in creating a workforce where people of all abilities can contribute and thrive. To learn more, visit autismspeaks.org/employment.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. The one who just thought about checking your phone. How about don't? The car is no place for multitasking. Trust me. That text can wait. Those notifications can go unchecked. Did you know that you can be stopped and ticketed in Florida for texting and driving? So put that phone down and focus on driving. This message brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
We now return to the Jim Colbert Show, already in progress.
30 Seconds of Hockey, Monday Night Lounge Edition. Found the lounge key in the 104.1 dumpster next to a Pennywise whistle and some old crumpled up jokes about Jim golfing in the senior tour. What are we drinking? Lightning in a bottle, mixed with Corey Perry's massive ego, blood of the goat I just sacrificed, and some Lightning fan tears. Lightning have a massive boulder on their shoulder to get rid of after a 7-0 loss on Saturday. If you watch the whole game, you are a true warrior because it got awkward after 5 minutes of second period. We got to win this one tonight. Number 1 BS, go Bolts. Rockledge Matt.
Oh, he got cut off. The 30-second thing. Rockledge Matt. Look, Rockledge Matt is no joke. He comes through, man.
Damn,
I like that
dig
little
it.
report. I'm not even a big hockey guy, but I love it. I love how much he loves it.
I look forward to his hockey
That's
reports.
great. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show. I'm Jim. Deb is here.
Hello.
So is Jackson.
Greetings.
And Ross is as well. All true. So the Cartels love each other, don't they?
Yeah, big fans.
Yeah, they're all big fans. Did you guys see the latest story? This is actually like a Deb story. I have Deb tell me what she's going to read the news every day because I expect that one story that we both kind of isolate on.
Right. That's
perfect for that last little thing. So Mexicans' narcos fascination with certain things. What do you think if the cartel leaders in Mexico, well, I think maybe just all cartel leaders, have a certain fascination for what things? Like, we know for a fact Escobar had it, Carlos Later had it.
Exotic animals.
That's it.
Yeah, exactly, because you've got wild hippos in Colombia that they were thinking about euthanizing, relocating, and they're like, nah, leave them alone.
Yeah, those are Escobar's hippos, right?
Yeah.
And they changed the entire ecology in that area because they went out there and started they're like, hey, we don't live here usually, but we think it's cool. We'll stick around.
Well, yeah, because after he was arrested and killed or whatever, after his cartel, I mean,
They just abandoned the whole thing.
because he had his own private zoo.
You ever sell so many drugs that you change the animal kingdom for your local country?
Well, there's another one that happened as well, where there's a video of a Bengal tiger just walking down some street in Colombia because the cartel leader had been assassinated or killed, and the place just kind of left alone.
Right.
And the tigers got out. They're just kind of strolling around.
Yeah, drug dealers are the closest thing to Jumanji that we have.
Well, there was another one of these situations that happened in one of these situations with a cartel. So they go in, they do the whole cartel thing where they shoot everybody, and they're shooting everybody, and everybody dies. And then afterwards, the cops go in. What?
So matter of fact,
everybody dies.
Everybody dies.
That's exactly what happens. They just start shooting, and the cops get involved. Everybody dies. The people who are left over and not dead, and then wearing a badge, go in to see what the F is happening.
And then a tiger.
And they found something.
Oh,
Photos from the scene of a shootout on Tuesday in. I'm going to give the city a shot.
Oh yeah. Let's just get the buzzer warmed up.
Yeah, here we go.
There we go.
Okay, that's working.
Photos from the scene of a shootout Tuesday in Tezcatlipocan?
There's no way. Do we have to dump that? Can we say that?
I don't think so.
I don't think
Listen, that's a word. I'm telling you, I'm reading this word.
You can't say it twice.
Deborah can verify this. or
Well,
I'll try a different way then.
no, wait. Let me find.
Hold on.
Drug cartel.
At CBSNews.com.
Okay.
You can't know because you'll see what the deal is. Stop.
Okay, fine.
I'll just
So
get
I'm just gonna let you struggle.
That's
Try it
fine.
again.
And
I'll
embarrass
just get us
yourself.
fired instead. It'll be easier. Photos from a scene of a shootout on Tuesday in Tezcatlipocan?
Why always the question mark at the end?
Because he is
It's
right.
Texcatitlan.
Do that again. TAX.
Caltitlan.
You know what I love though? Everyone has that tone of voice. Because I'm not the quite. I'm confused.
So here's what they found when they went in and started clearing stuff out.
At the Tex-Mex place.
They found. Yeah, it was just in the parking lot of Habaneros.
There we go.
They said they saw 11 drug gang members dead and one other. What do you think the other was? And by the way, this other was wearing a bulletproof vest.
A gorilla.
No.
Oh, good guess.
Not far away.
Chimp?
No.
Orangutan.
Close enough. A tiny monkey.
Oh, bulletproof vest.
A small monkey dressed in a camouflage jacket and a tiny bulletproof vest sprawled across the body of a dead gunman who was apparently his owner.
Please tell me the monkey shot them all.
Authorities in the state of Mexico confirmed the authenticity of the photos and said it was unclear whether the monkey, which was also wearing a diaper,
Well, wouldn't you if you had 11 guys shooting at you?
died in a hail of bullets that killed the owner. They do not know if that's the case, but the primate was killed at the scene and was presumably owned by one of the criminals there at the cartel's house.
Talk about bookends right there. Diaper and bulletproof vest.
They didn't leave out the small camo jacket.
Oh, my God. So good. So good. I looked for a photograph. I couldn't find one.
I've seen it.
You've seen it?
Yeah.
You saw this photograph we're talking about?
Yeah, I'm like 90% sure I've seen that photo.
This just happened. So you saw it this weekend?
Yeah.
Really?
And it's really weird
Is
to
it
look at a dead animal and think like, damn, what a thug. What a G. Out blazing.
How many people do you think have died in violent crime?
Here it is, Jimmy.
In violent crime in Mexico since 2006.
Look
That
at
is, oh my God, that looks fake.
Look at that photo.
A spider monkey wearing a bulletproof vest was found dead after a bloody cartel shootout in Mexico.
I bet he gave him. I bet he just like Hitlered him and just gave
Among
him.
the bodies of 11 bullet-riddled gangsters. And see, that's the other thing too. They always have to take out some animals with their.
What do you mean? You think it was murder suicide?
Cyanide, something like that. Just shot him or whatever. Couldn't have shot him with a whole big gun. I mean, have blown him apart.
You think the monkey shot himself?
Yeah, I think he just probably snapped off a fake tooth and just cyanided himself while he was. They did that in
do
Nuremberg.
this anymore.
Yeah. Just break off that fake tooth and let it rip.
I feel for the monkey at this moment.
How many people do you think have died since 2006 in violent drug crime in Mexico? What's that, 14?
6?
14, 16 years?
Yeah.
What do you think there?
I'm just going to
These are murders. These are murders, by the way.
okay.
Without question, these are murders.
I'm going to go with 25K.
25,000, not a bad guess. What do you think there, Jack?
I'm going to go with what I originally was going to throw out there and say 20,000.
Okay.
I'm going to go with 34.
Yeah, you are 10 times what you just said. 340,000 people.
God, I was going to guess 52 and thought that was too high.
340,000 people have died in Mexico since 2006 via murder cartels, and they're saying tens of thousands of others have just disappeared. Don't go to Mexico, guys.
I want to go to Mexico,
You
man.
should not go to Mexico.
I mean,
I don't even think that. Can I tell you? I wouldn't even go to the tourist areas.
Compare that. I need like a different thing to compare that to.
San Francisco.
Yeah, sure. I'll
All right.
take any.
Less murders in San Francisco. Well,
Mexico rips,
more homeless.
dude. I love Mexico. I've yet to go. Let that be known.
Well, then you can't love it. You can't say you love it if you've never been. It is a cool place. I've been a bunch. It's actually a lot of fun.
Do you think there's more homeless in San Francisco or the entire country of Mexico?
Oh, wow. That's almost impossible to say. Homeownership there is so sketchy anyway in some of those parts. And I've been to the backside of some places in Mexico that will just terrify you. I mean, absolutely terrify you. Like houses with no roofs because that's how they tax you. Right? So if you have a roof on your house, they won't tax you. Or they tax you. So what they do is they use tarps and then take them down during the day so their house is just like an open...
Hey, it's what you always say. You got to outsmart the problem.
Right, you have to outsmart the problem. All right, 407-916-1041. Back in a second with more of the Jim Colbert Show.
Help us help you fight the bot wars on your feed.
Surrender peacefully. Resistance is futile.
Find us and like us. Real Radio 1041 on Facebook is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Looking at some slow traffic this afternoon on I-4 westbound due to a vehicle fire reported up in Seminole County near County Road 46A. Normal stop-and-go delays reported on I-4 westbound between the Greenway and Osceola Polk Line Road. Traffic also backed up between the Beach Line and State Road 535. If you see other traffic problems, call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Samantha Canning.
This report is sponsored by Blindster. Do you need new blinds or shades? Blindster.com offers custom-made blind shades and shutters shipped directly to you at prices less than big box retailers. Blindster blinds are easy to install and guaranteed to fit. Don't overpay for new blinds. Shop Blindster today and save big. Blindster.com.
Time for that new bathroom. Everybody knows it. More importantly, you know it. It's time to make that move. Whether it be your master bath, your guest bath, whatever the case may be, it doesn't matter to Rebath. They just want to get a brand new, beautiful bathroom in there for you, and that's what they can do with their products and their team. Matter of fact, if you want to see what they have to offer, 436 up in Altamont, right across from Kobe, that's where you'll find the showroom. And when you slide in, you're going to see some models set up, and those models are just to show you what they can do with the products, because every bathroom at Rebath is a custom bathroom. You work hand in hand with their design team to come up with something that really complements your house that you love. You want to begin or end every day in that space, they can do that for you, because this is all they do. How about this? 4 to 6 days, and that includes demo to get that old bathroom out, the new one you helped design in. They do it with their team. That means you'll see the same people every day. When it's said and done, a lifetime guarantee on the products and the install. Like I said, the products are beautiful, name brands you've known forever, so you can lean on these guys. If you're in the market for a bathroom, log on to their website. It's rebathmidfla.com. Look at those before and afters, man. Get impressed, and then book your appointment to see what they can do for you. It's easy. It's rebathmidfla.com.
Just how fast is Xfinity Internet? Well, it's beyond gig speed fast, so you feel like you're in the game. It can also connect hundreds of devices at once, which is powerful enough to power hundreds of views. He's not kidding. No, I'm actually not. Unbeatable internet only from Xfinity, made to do anything, so you can do anything.
Supercharge your home with supersonic Wi-Fi and get a new Xfinity 3-for-1 bundle. Unlimited gig internet risk-free with no term contract and a 2-year rate guarantee. A free streaming box, Wi-Fi equipment included, And add Xfinity Mobile. That's fast internet at home, a free entertainment experience, and the most reliable 5G wireless network nationwide. Go to Xfinity.com/3for1, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Restrictions apply. Actual speeds vary. Xfinity Mobile requires post-pay Xfinity Internet. After 24 months, regular rates apply to all services and devices. Xfinity Mobile utilizes the network with the most root metrics 5G reliability wins in 2H 2021.
People constantly ask me, how long is this crazy used car market going to last? And I think we've got 30, 60, 90 days left. But when she drops off, she's going to drop off hot and fast. So if you want to sell your ride, I'd do it now. Go to GiveMeTheVin.com. We're America's best car buyer. We don't beat your CarMax offer. Send you a check for $100. I've never seen a used car market this high. Grab it while you can.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
At Global Industrial, we make your business our business. We're problem solvers, budget savers, and deadline beaters. So, no matter what you want or where you need it, we have it in stock and ready to ship from our national distribution network. Global Industrial Network supplies businesses and industries in Florida with every product they need to keep their facilities running smoothly and efficiently. Visit globalindustrial.com/Florida to set up a meeting with your local rep today. Global Industrial. We can supply that.
For over 5 decades, a true American band, This Is America, 50th Anniversary Tour. Thursday, June 23rd at Hard Rock Live Orlando. Tickets on sale now at the Hard Rock Live box office and Ticketmaster.
Introducing the Amscott Installment Cash Advance. From $100 to $1,000 with no credit checks and flexible payment options. That's more money and more time to pay it back. Amscott. Some restrictions apply, subject to approval.
Here's what Fence Outlet customers have to say about their experience.
The Fence Outlet team is knowledgeable and professional. They have fair prices and they take care of the permits. I'm very happy with my Fence Outlet fence.
Check them out for yourself at fenceoutlet.com. License number C10252 and C10803.
An official message from Medicare. Did you know Medicare.gov/care has information about healthcare providers in your area? At Medicare.gov/care, you can find and compare hospitals, doctors, nursing homes, and more. See detailed information on quality of care and how patients rate their experience. Visit Medicare.gov/care today. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
To build a better tomorrow, we're making a bold new energy commitment to transform the energy grid, preventing thousands of outages. To add more renewables and advanced technologies like solar and wind as we drive toward net zero carbon, all while keeping the energy you depend on reliable and affordable. We're Duke Energy, and we're building a smarter energy future for you.
Paid for by Duke Energy shareholders.
This hour of programming brought to you in part by FAS Windows and Doors.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind studio. Your accident, your future, your attorney. Contact them at whenyounneedus.com or call pound 546 from your cell. You're listening to WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show. Also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on Facebook.
Mexico. They met in a bar in Texas, and now it's a thing in a can. That thing is your head. It's in a can because you went to Mexico. Oh, the water's beautiful. I can see it way down here with all these chains on me. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Welcome back. I'm Jim. Deb, Jack, and Ross are here as well.
Hey.
Celebrating a Monday. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate that. What?
We got to talk about,
About what?
Ross, you look very nice.
Oh, that's right. Russ got his haircut, though. You got to tune in, JimColbertLive.com.
Yeah. That's all
true.
Yeah.
Twitch, YouTube.
That's right.
Great haircut.
By the way, what's up, Twitch crowd? I hear you guys get mad when we don't when we don't say hi, and I apologize for that. That's really on me. So what's up, Twitch? Thanks for listening. We appreciate it very, very much. We're going to start doing Twitch Tuesdays.
Yeah, we are.
Where we start
showing you some love.
Blanking with those guys a little bit more. I'm probably not as active on the chat rooms as I could be, but God, man, keeping this thing going is crazy. It's hard to do all that stuff in the
So many balls in the air.
So many balls in the air. Right?
There you go, Dan.
How many times has Brendan O'Connor said that?
I just pictured Jimmy trying to save his life on the golf course by getting his cleats off the grass by putting his feet in the air.
All right, 407-916-1041. We're talking about the homeless situation. You were just talking about homeless. Who mentioned homeless, Jack? You said, was it worse, more homeless in Mexico than San Francisco?
Yeah.
There is a massive homeless problem. We know about where. We have them here in Central Florida. Where do you think where's the worst? You know, one of the worst places in all of the U.S. with a homeless problem? Now it's a really bad problem because now there's another factor involved. And I have to guess it's probably the same in Central Florida.
I know Austin, Texas is growing.
Really bad.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Matter of fact, Shane Gillis, in that special that Ross, the comedian Shane Gillis, in the special that he recorded there, that same club I told you guys the horrifying story that I saw in Austin, he made a comment about the Austin's homeless problem in his bit.
Yeah.
Like his recorded, like his TV bit.
So if we're talking the most homeless, this is how I always look up, little factoids and research and stuff. It has to be per capita.
Yeah, but it also, there are a number of contributing factors to why a city would have a massive homeless problem.
Yeah. And one of the biggest factors, dare I say the biggest factor, is just how many people are in the city.
Yeah, I think, yes. Well, when you talk about the problem, I would understand what you're saying because the numbers are obviously going to be bigger because there are more chances for people to be homeless based on numbers. I get that. But this is different because now homeless camps begin in cities where the weather, they can deal with the weather year round because if you're out in the open year round, you need to find an area where you can do that successfully in the summer and in the winter. And there aren't many places that offer that.
That's why Texas, California, and Florida usually have the largest homeless populations.
There's another one, though. Phoenix, Arizona.
Really?
Phoenix, Arizona has Arizona in general, but Phoenix, Scottsdale, they have really bad homeless problems. And now they have even worse of a homeless problem that I can't imagine doesn't exist here, but I know out there it makes more sense. They're dying from heat. Like they're saying that in Phoenix, now I've never been to Phoenix, so I don't know anything about it. But it says that even in the summer when the sun goes down and you look for a spot that's safe to stay where you can have some peace, the cops will run you away. And then during the day, you can't find any shade. And you can't stay in a tent because it's 114 degrees outside, and those tents are. I mean, they're producing shade, and that's it.
Right.
It's still going to be 100 degrees in that shade. That it's killing them.
Yeah,
they are having a serious problem with it.
That state's weather is really weird.
Yeah,
it's bizarre because not only does it get extremely hot, I think it's like one of the only places here in the States that can hit like 100 degrees at its peak and then also get super cold at night.
Yeah, desert climates have that for sure. It can get up to 114 degrees in Phoenix. And it says during the summer, it's pretty hard to find a place at night that's cool enough to sleep without the cops running you off. And this is from a guy who they've talked to, carries everything he owns in a backpack. It says the heat causes more weather-related deaths in the U.S. than hurricanes, floodings, and tornadoes combined.
And it's only going to get worse.
It is only going to get worse. And here in Central Florida, I mean, I know we have a ton of homeless people here in Central Florida, and it's probably growing by the day. But the thing about Central Florida is you can find shade and you can find places to, like water tributaries to cool off. We have plenty of that kind of thing. And, I don't know.
Well, as when we saw last week, those temperatures get up to 97, 98. Saturday, I think the high forecast for Orlando was 99 degrees. That's when you'll see a lot of cities activate emergency response like they would for a freeze, and they'll open cooling centers, places for senior citizens who maybe don't have AC in their home, or the homeless to be able to go in and sit someplace cool and get a drink of water, because again, sitting outside, even with shade, is still incredibly dangerous.
And now we have situations like when we had that heat wave a few years back up in the Northeast,
right?
That caused deaths because people up there just aren't ready for temperatures that get into the 100-degree temperature. I just saw a story about somebody who went to visit some friends in Ohio, and they aren't used to having to have their AC on in certain times, and he said they don't have an AC system. We were sweltering.
Yeah.
And usually this time of year, in the evenings it would cool off and you can enjoy your sleep, but not now, man. It's not like that anymore. And they're saying in 2003 across Europe it got so hot and they had a problem with it. 70,000 people died. We know the elderly are, of course, susceptible to dying from heat.
And again, I mean, yeah. The Northeast, you think, the Northeast obviously isn't really, it could get really humid, but for it to get into those triple-digit heat indices, the same thing for Europe. I mean, I remember growing up in Green Bay, you have central heat, that's for sure. But it's only recently that families have added central air. It was just air conditioning was open the windows at night and put on a box fan and pray.
Jack, did you guys have AC in your house?
We did not. We had a ceiling fan.
Right. Or an attic fan or a ceiling fan?
An attic fan. Right. And, you turn that on, you open up that door that goes to the attic, and it just draws air through the house, which is great.
It's great, yeah.
There was a window unit in two of the bedrooms that were my parents and the grandparents.
My parents had a window unit, and my brother and I would go stick our toes underneath the door just to feel the cold air. When I tried telling my mom that story years later, she was like, "That's not true."
Oh yeah,
it's like,
I'm not abusive. Mind yourself.
Not at all. That's just old school parenting. We're the ones who pay for it. We get the AC unit.
I'm not a bad mom, but tell me how nice your toes felt.
Just lay down it's like you stick your face under there so you can get the residual.
No, we would go sleep on the deck outside of the pool. Sometimes just sleep straight up outside because it was just cooler.
Yeah, my grandmother's house did not have AC. Growing up, I've talked the story before. We had a 2-bedroom wooden house, but basically the windows were just kind of there for the drawing.
Right.
I mean, they didn't even work. Whatever it was outside, it was inside. Let's just say that. If it was 105 out, it was 102 in. And then during the winter, and we used to use electric blankets to stay cool, but in the summer, this is how you cooled off to go to sleep. This is just so you could go to sleep. You would take a thin sheet from a single bed, from like a twin bed, right?
Yeah.
And you would get it damp. Right, you'd go into the tub, and you would get this sheet damp. Then we'd wring it out so it would just be barely wet, right? Then you would lay under that so that when the oscillating fan finally did hit the sheet, it would cool the sheet down enough that you would get cool and you could go to sleep. And the thing is because I love my grandmother so much, that's where I wanted to sleep all the time. And I did, as a kid, you don't really, it bothers you, but it's not as bad as being an adult.
Right.
Like I could never in a million years imagine sleeping in a home with no AC in this state.
Oh.
Like I could not imagine. Let's put it on the Twitter poll, Jack. How many people do you think listening to us right now do not have an AC system in their house, or maybe only a window unit for a bedroom or something like that? How do we word that?
Central.
Good question, Jimmy.
Do you have central?
That's a lot
AC?
of words. Make that happen, Jack.
Exactly. I'm on it.
Just
on the
kill
island,
your mic so I can't hear you figuring it out.
On the island, there's no AC. So,
But you have ocean breezes though.
Yeah, no, because the last time I was there were a bunch of boats that were in port because they were in port because of a hurricane elsewhere.
Right.
And you talk about cartels. So every night I would smell this horrendous stink of gas.
Okay.
And after a couple nights of
gasoline.
Gasoline.
Oh, yes.
Gasoline. And one morning my uncle said to me, "You see that fishing boat right there?
Uh-huh.
Pay attention to that fishing boat because every day it pops a little bit more out of the water."
Uh-huh.
Guy had been hired to keep an eye on the boat for the cartel guy who had been arrested and jailed in Nicaragua. Turns out the guy at night was siphoning this guy's gas out of his boat and selling it on the black market.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So every day you'd watch this boat pop out of the water a little bit more. But that meant at night while they're siphoning the gas, we're right across the street from the ocean. You can't have AC units. The ocean air just tears everything up. So it's a fan, a mosquito net, and a frozen bottle of water that you put at the nape of your neck.
Oh, thank you.
And that will help you at least get cool enough to hopefully fall asleep.
Jack, how did you word that? I want to approve it. Did you already put it out?
Oh, I did.
You need to pull it down and let's edit it.
Oh, you need to rub this man's feet, Jim. You've got to buy a Bed Bath & Beyond gift card.
I'll take a pedicure. Do you live in Florida with no central AC?
Okay.
Is that all right?
I guess that'll work.
100% say no so far.
Right.
4 people have voted.
Yeah. 100% say they do not?
They do. Well, no.
They
don't live here without central AC, so that means they have it. The yeses will be people without central air, and you can vote at Jim Colbert Show on Twitter.
And if you don't have AC, you probably don't have internet.
That would be the greatest. Like, oh no, we ain't got no AC, but we got 1,000 meg up and down.
And the latest iPhone 13.
1,000 meg. I'm sweating, but man, we are fast online. Don't you joke. We can Red Dead it. You know what I do? I get in front of my Red Dead AC. Doesn't blow anything, but it feels kind of good.
We have no AC, but I can edit in 8K, so we good.
Can I tell you? I don't know what I would sacrifice for my air conditioning in Florida for that. Like if you said you got to take out one major appliance, like a oven, refrigerator, stove, you have to remove something like that out of your house so that you can have AC.
Dishwasher.
You would no way you'd do that.
No, you would never give up
I
internet.
wouldn't. I'm saying you.
Oh yeah, there's no way.
He doesn't need it to Venmo.
Yeah, no way. No way I could not have internet or AC. I could do it. Look, no stove, no oven. I could do that.
Really?
Oh
you?
yeah. Yes, I could eat out every day. I would not ever have AC.
You could grill.
I could grill.
That's true.
I would have to have AC. I would sacrifice quite a bit for AC. I would sacrifice hot water.
Stove
AC.
and oven over dishwasher.
Oh,
for
yes.
AC.
Stove and oven, for
You'd,
sure.
You'd give up the stove and the oven before the dishwasher?
Can we wash dishes by hand a lot of times now already? So I don't, because it's just the two of us. So I don't worry about that. But I'm telling you straight up, what did I just say about what did I just say? I would take hot water. I would lose hot water for AC.
Yeah, that checks out. I think AC is the number one overall draft pick.
Without a doubt.
Refrigerator.
That would be a tough one.
Oh, no, I couldn't.
But stop saying. I'm not saying me.
Oh, okay.
I'm throwing things out for him.
Fridge would be tough.
Fridge would be
for
very
obvious
tough.
reasons, but I think the others.
What happened to I'll eat out all the time? I'll just go to get sushi.
I like how combative you are with these hypotheticals. That's my favorite thing.
Well, I'm just going to point out the contradiction here. We already throw down the foundation of going, I'll eat out at restaurants.
The contradiction is that I'm not dealing with any of it being gone. That's the contradiction.
But this is a hypothetical.
Oh, I forgot. All right, 407-916-1041. Back in a sec.
You know you can always text us, unless you're driving, at 77031. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash? Contact Clausman Law at clausmanlaw.com.
Looking at some slow traffic this afternoon on I-4 westbound due to a vehicle fire reported up in Seminole County near County Road 46A. Normal stop-and-go delays reported on I-4 westbound between the Greenway and Osceola Polk Line Road. Traffic also backed up between the Beach Line and State Road 535. If you see other traffic problems, call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Samantha Canning.
This report is sponsored by Wawa Hoagie Fest. It's Hoagie Fest. Today's the day. Follow your taste buds. They'll show you the way. Hoagie Fest is back. $5 shorties and $6 classics. Only at Wawa Hoagie Fest.
Man, do-it-yourself alarm systems appear to be the solution for home security. They're cheap, they're simple to install, but that is the problem. Cheap and simple, cheaply made, simple to bypass. Matter of fact, so simple, some of the news organizations recommend don't even put that sign out. The crooks already know to get beyond that system. Do yourself a favor, get with SafeTouch. Those do-it-yourself cameras are just as bad. You get that warm feeling looking at those images, but they're not calling the help you need. That's the problem. Don't get fooled by cheap and simple. Use the experts at SafeTouch. That 5 layers of protection will take care of you. That SafeTouch sign tells crooks, stay away. This is a SafeTouch house. The cameras use analytic technology that identifies boundaries and humans, alerts the bad guys they're on camera and they've been identified. Then the homeowner is notified immediately with a direct camera feed. Entry alerts that notify the central station before the bad guys even enter. They call that their always on feature, and that two-way communicator gives verified responses. That means you don't have to wait for the emergency authorities, the cops, the fire department, the ambulance. They're coming. SafeTouch makes sure that central monitoring system right here in Central Florida. No problems at all. That's why SafeTouch is the only answer. Call 888-723-8682. Get that free demo of the newest 5-star system from SafeTouch.com. State license ZF233.
Make this the year you go to our iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Tickets are on sale now at AXS.com.
A weekend full of superstar performances, never seen before collaboration, and once-in-a-lifetime moments you'll have to see to believe.
Friday, September 23rd and Saturday the 24th at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas.
Our 2022 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Buy your tickets now at AXS.com.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by Jersey Mike Subs. Be a sub above. Experience the first annual IKEA Midsummer Celebration this weekend. Join us on June 24th to the 26th for food samplings, great offers, and more. And as an IKEA family member, you can save $20 in store when you spend $200 or more pre-tax and scan your IKEA family card. Visit IKEA-USA.com/midsummer for more information and to plan your trip to your local store starting June 24th. Offer valid 6/24 to 7/4 in the U.S. Discount applied proportionally across items purchased as shown on receipt. See store and IKEA-USA.com/midsummer for complete terms. Exclusions apply.
All smashed up, don't know what to do. Just call Mo so you won't be singing the blues. Injured on the go, just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO.
Orlando attorney Mo DeWitt, sung by a non-attorney spokesperson.
Having trouble with your AC? Call our friends at Mills Air, 407-277-1159. With 30 years of experience, they can certainly help you out. Carrier factory authorized dealers with up to $1,275 in rebates towards that brand new Carrier unit. Family owned and operated, it's millsair.com.
People constantly ask me, how long is this crazy used car market going to last? And I think we've got 30, 60, 90 days left. But when she drops off, she's going to drop off hot and fast. So if you want to sell your ride, I'd do it now. Go to GiveMeTheVin.com. We're America's best car buyer. If we don't beat your CarMax offer, send you a check for $100. I've never seen a used car market this high. Grab it while you can.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
When you owe the IRS or state sales tax and can't pay, call J. David Tax Law for effective tax help. J. David Tax Law can stop IRS or state collection actions and protect you from financial ruin. Call J. David Tax Law for a no-cost consultation at 407-603-3962. That's 407-603-3962 or at jdavidtaxlaw.com. Peace of mind is only a click or phone call away.
Attention future cannapreneurs! Are you interested in learning how to become a successful business operation within the booming CBD industry? Then get ready! Leafy Learning is holding a free training class in the Orlando area. At their workshop, you'll learn about funding, manufacturing, distributing, and dispensing. You'll also get educated on all the opportunities available and meet the right connections to get started now. If you have the desire, Leafy Learning is ready to teach you their formula for starting and running a successful CBD business that will allow you to tap into today's modern green rush. So if you're interested in becoming a cannapreneur, text JUICE to 20123 now to get your tickets to Leafy Learning's free training class. Text JUICE to 20123. Seating is limited and a reserved seat is required. Text JUICE to 20123. That's JUICE to 20123 and get registered today. This is educational only. Brought to you by Business Development Network.
Coming in at 5'3", it's #1 mom. She switched to Xfinity and got the all-new 3-for-1 bundle. Unlimited internet, streaming, and Xfinity Mobile. All for what you could pay wireless companies for just one 5G unlimited line. Boom! Shakalaka! That's why they call her the Master of Moolah, the Sultan of Savings, the Queen of Cash. And now, also with Xfinity Internet, you can get unlimited data, Wi-Fi equipment, and a free Flex 4K streaming box included with a 2-year rate guarantee and no term contract. All for just $30 per month when you add an Xfinity mobile plan at regular rates. Go to Xfinity.com/3-for-1, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit an Xfinity store today. Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and autopay. New fast internet 300 megabits per second customers only. Xfinity Mobile requires post-pay Xfinity Internet. After 24 months, regular rates apply to all services and devices.
Hey, Orlando business owners, stop overpaying for internet and phone. Switch to Spectrum Business and get Orlando's best deal for small businesses. Get blazing fast internet speeds of 600 megabits per second for just $49.99 a month and phone for just $19.99 a month. Taxes and fees included. That's faster internet at an incredible price. Other providers don't even come close. Make the switch to Spectrum Business. Visit business.spectrum.com/ultra.
One tap on the talkback mic inside the free iHeartRadio app could get you tickets to our legendary iHeartRadio Music Festival in Vegas this September. First, download the free iHeartRadio app. Second, open the iHeartRadio Music Festival station playing the artists from this year's iconic lineup. Third, tap the talkback mic and send us a message for who you're excited to see take the stage this year.
Pat Benatar and Neil Giraldo.
You'll be entered to win tickets for both nights of our world-famous iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Order your Hummer EV at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade. We now return to the Jim Colbert Show.
Right now, set up a motor, we need more seats. We just sold out all the floor seats.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Anybody watch anything good on TV this weekend? Anything new?
I started the latest season of Stranger Things.
Oh.
Made through about 30 minutes of that and decided to maybe reboot it another time when I was in a mood. It didn't hit me good.
A little darker.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little darker. And yeah, there were a couple moments. I don't like cringe moments. And there were a couple where I'm like, I'm not, I gotta go.
Yeah. You didn't make it through the first episode?
I made it through, and then like the end, I'm like, oh, I see where this is going, and I hate it.
You know what the worst sign ever is? Nobody's talking about it.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Nobody's talking about Stranger Things. It is not even close to making the impact it made for the first 2 or 3 seasons.
Now,
buddy.
where I have to disagree with that is the Running Up That Hill song that from the 80s. That is
the Kate Bush tune.
The Kate Bush song that they used in that first episode is trending again and is back on the charts because of Stranger Things.
It's blowing her up to the point where actually I think she just passed Cher for this milestone of either selling albums or something or whatever. And Cher called her and said, hey, look, congratulations. And, Kate Bush has been out there for a while.
Oh, she has.
I mean, for years.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to play that song now, Jack. I haven't heard that song in so long.
Well,
I love Kate Bush.
I added it again to Real Music Weekend, so it played over the weekend and stuff, but it's just being really well received again.
I was watching Hotel Transylvania.
But even with that, I don't see it written about. I don't see it talked about. I mean,
I have.
Remember it was remember when Squid Game hit? It was, you could not escape it. As much of a footprint as this show has, it doesn't seem to have the same penetration as those first 2 seasons.
And again, it just passed the record, Stranger Things, for their most watched thing.
Really?
Their most
passing Squid Game. Yeah, it is their most successful property.
God Almighty, why is it that it seems to be anonymous to me right now? It's not like I'm not online all the time. I'm online all the time. I just don't see anybody talking about it.
Because the algorithm knows that you don't like that show.
Yeah.
No, but I don't do anything to show online that I do or don't. If I'm on TikTok and I see a clip of Stranger Things, I don't immediately rip by it or anything like that. I don't make any comments, or I don't log in and then log out. It just didn't hit me. The storyline with it, I don't like the monsters they use. I don't like the bad guys. I think they're a little too far removed. And even with the CIA mind control kind of thing, I think that they could have done something more with the storyline that's a little more grounded than this alien thing.
Ross is right. The algorithm knows that.
Yeah, maybe so.
That's how you feel, because look at your last 4 texts. They're all about Stranger Things.
Season 4 came out like a month ago.
Yeah.
So funny. This was just tweeted 16 minutes ago by Reuters. British singer Kate Bush's 80s hit Running Up That Hill topped the UK singles chart after appearing in season 4 of the Netflix show Stranger Things.
Yeah.
So
it doesn't really sound like a show that no one's talking about.
Well, I'm telling you, in my world, I didn't see anybody discussing it. Maybe
it's okay. You said something, and then we just dumped a ton of reasons why you're wrong.
Again,
so I'll tell
just a terrible. But nobody does anybody think it's good?
I never really got onto the Stranger Things.
Even the first season.
I watched the first season. I don't even know if I finished the first season.
I didn't watch the second season.
There's a nostalgia factor.
It's terrible. It's been terrible. It's terrible. The first season was great. Everything else is bad. It's not written well. Everybody knows that, right? It's terrible. There's only teenagers that listen to it or watch it. It's awful.
But there's a nostalgia factor.
It's for little babies.
There's a reason older people like it because of the 80s aspect of it.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Ross, that's before your time. However, you have professed a love for the 80s.
Yeah.
So therefore, I think for that reason, it would draw you in.
Not really. He was born in 89.
Mm-hmm.
No, but he talks about
the nostalgia
80s,
of the 80s.
That that's the decade he wishes he could have been in.
Yeah, you were just fueled by cocaine.
Oh, it was a great decade.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, I lived through the 80s. You, my friend, were custom built for the 80s.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like if God were to come down and go, you know what, I need to put somebody together here that can really represent this decade. Buddy, I'm telling you.
It'd be you.
You You would be there. You would have loved the 80s.
I thought I mean, now you look at it now in 2022, but the fashion everyone like kind of pokes fun at. I look at the fashion of the 80s and I'm like, how much fun were they having?
Man, are you kidding me?
Are those shoulder pads?
Oh, that sucked.
Every day, even that piss
Leg
out,
warmers.
even the piss out town that I came from, they tried as hard. I mean, just still glow jelly shoes.
Oh
and
yeah, although I did like
teased up hair.
I did like the shoulder pads.
Oh yeah, shoulder
I
pads.
did like the shoulder pads.
Bring back shoulder pads.
Dancing without smiling.
I do love when Real Mobile comes in so heavy against Jimmy for something he said. One is so over the top that says Jim is obviously trolling everybody right now. That's how wrong he is.
It's terrible. I didn't watch any of it. It's awful. Actually, I watched the first 35 minutes of the first episode, and I looked at my wife and I said, "What have they done with this?"
But you didn't watch season 2.
Who cares? I did watch a little bit of season 2 actually.
Okay, that's
I was just
still,
joking.
My statement still holds true. You didn't watch season 2, which means you didn't see season 3. No, but that's also the same reason why I'm not going into season 4 going, I'm going to understand this.
Look, nobody was talking about season 2 either.
You think season 2 might... Wait, your timing and your brain is always so off.
No, it's perfect.
Yeah.
like every call that Trump ever made, it's perfect.
Like a few days ago, and it was like 2012.
So I kind of feel, though, what you're talking about, like, no one's talking about it, which I disagree with, but I do feel that way towards the show that I have a very special and close bond to.
Which is?
The Boys.
Oh man.
The
Are
Boys.
you...
That's another one.
It just dropped, right? The new
Oh,
season.
you gotta...
Nobody's talking about it, though.
They're still they're in the middle of season 3. I think they're like 5 or 6 episodes in, and episode 1 had one of the craziest scenes I've ever seen in my life.
In this season now?
Yeah. Season 1.
Yeah.
Or episode 1, season 3 made my jaw drop.
Didn't you watch it with someone?
I watched it with my soon-to-be father-in-law.
Boy.
So it's my fiance, it's me, and my soon-to-be father-in-law. That's our show that we all watched together.
You can't tell me what the scene was?
I can't. You saw episode 1, Jack?
No, I only heard.
Oh my God!
Amazing things about it.
We laughed.
Where some
was it
people
sex
have
stuff?
decided not to watch it because of
I
it.
can't even
It
tell
was
you.
sex
You're
stuff?
kidding. It
Really?
turned people off.
That's what I hear.
I mean, they really, really go for it.
They went for it. They shot the gap.
Yeah, they did. They definitely shot the gap. I agree.
When you say they,
I'll tell you all about it in the commercial
Just
break.
the show
a team
runner,
effort?
It was insane. I've never.
I might start watching it tonight.
I'll never see
is the Boys
Ant-Man
for
the
the
same
boys?
way.
The Boys.
Yeah, the Boys.
The Boys season 3 episode 1 has one of the most grotesque, funny,
Well, that scene,
graphic.
Scene 1, episode 1 was that dude getting like blown in half by this fast guy, right?
Yeah, that's
like just
season 1.
splattered,
That's
like
like the opening
liquefied
scene
right.
of the show.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty cool show. But my wife is not into the superhero stuff, not even this superhero stuff. So I haven't really tuned into it. I got to check it out, though, because you guys talked about that. Season 1 was supposed to be amazing.
It is, and it was. But what I love about it is just it's the real angle. If superheroes were real, it's more likely they'd be douches,
right?
Like we see here,
exactly.
As opposed to the
superheroes always want to do good,
right?
Yeah, I just love the dynamic of the show where the heroes are essentially the villains and the villains are essentially the heroes. They really flip the whole genre on its head.
Well, it's kind of an anti-hero too with some of them, though, right? Kind of like didn't they try this before with the puzzle piece guy? What was that? The blue dude that was naked all the time. It was a year.
Dr. Manhattan.
Yeah, but what was that? What was the movie that was in?
Watchmen.
Yeah, The Watchmen. That was kind of an anti-hero, superhero kind of movie too, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, they had powers, but they were regular people. They weren't driven by this otherworldly morality, right?
Yeah, I mean, and then you have Dr. Manhattan, who, of course, yeah, I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah.
I reading the graphic novel, so it was originally a graphic novel
Sure,
from
yeah.
DC, and it was like, it picked up many a record, and that book came out in 89 or 90, I think.
Yeah, hold on. Somebody just text me what happens in that first scene.
Oh, no. Oh, man.
I'll say part of this sentence, and you can tell me if it's true. He crawled into his
yes
blank
Yes.
Okay, now I know. Thanks.
No, it's not that, Jack.
No, honestly,
that.
you
It's
can't get
not
it
that.
spoiled because your eyes are going, dear God.
What am I seeing here?
10 minutes into it. And I'm watching
And you're
it.
watching that with your father-in-law.
Yeah, and he's cackle laughing.
And your daughter is mortified. Your fiance's mortified.
Nah.
Was she there?
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
boy.
He's in between them.
Yeah.
So to speak. Shoot the guy.
And we're just watching the episode. And I'll be honest with you, it kind of put me in the back of my seat going like, I hope my soon-to-be father-in-law still likes this show. And he was laughing harder than all of us. He loves The Deep. I also love The Deep.
What's The Deep? What is
The
that?
Deep is essentially the Aquaman
Yeah, the
version of
Aquaman
that
guy.
show. And he
Oh, I
is
see.
painfully funny to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Every line he has, he cracks me up.
Anything else you guys watch? I haven't watched much like episodic TV, like no appointment television.
Obi-Wan on
Yeah.
Disney TV Plus.
Yeah, Jim's a huge star.
Yeah, man.
What do you call it? Star battles?
Yeah, and that's. I'm not a Star Wars guy, man.
Star Invaders.
I like the original 3, but outside of that, I'm just not really. Here's the thing: just don't really care about the storyline. I don't care what happens to any of them. I don't care if they're Jedis or not, or if they. I don't care about any of that.
Enough time has passed that I hate feeling this way, but that latest trilogy, not good.
Yeah, you told me it wasn't that good. And look, here's the thing: I'm not invested. I like the movies, but for me, when I was a kid, it was like the spectacle of it all. Hearing a laser gun and then seeing the laser, that was like something you'd never seen before in a movie in the 70s, right?
Yeah.
So you're watching this happen, and then that trilogy of stories, you're like, can I tell you? I think I had to watch it like the fourth time is when they finally figured the story. I was like, oh, that's what they're trying to do. Like the rest of it was just me watching dudes like get lasered up, laser cut with swords and whatnot. I didn't really care about the storyline. And then by the time I was like 15, it was all done. I was like, I moved on. I found baseball and chicks.
Not a sword, it's a saber.
Okay, I get it. I get it. I get it.
Yeah, I thought that, like, the more I think about those last 3 movies, that last trilogy, I'm like, yeah, that is not for me.
And we have started watching 2 new shows. We watched here's the thing. Here's how I start shows. I'll just let everybody know. These are the shows I watch while going to bed. So usually I watch 35 minutes of it and then pass out and ask my wife to clarify the remainder of it the next morning.
Yeah, so it's a visual glass of warm milk.
So, or if it's intriguing enough, I will watch it. So The Old Man with Jeff Bridges.
Oh, yeah,
I've heard enough commercials, like millions, but I don't have that channel. But I want to see it.
So we started that. Yeah, so Jeff Bridges is one of my favorite actors of all time.
On FX, right?
And I've not really ever seen him in a role like as a former CIA kind of guy like that. Like, I've not seen him do that before. He's the dude, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that's what you know him. And then the stuff from the Marvel, right? When he was Iron Man's guy.
Yeah.
Right? That guy. Is that Marvel?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, scored. Deal.
It's just
ding, full-size ding.
I'm going to ding that full-size ding on that one.
That's not ding
It
worthy.
is ding worthy.
is ding
doing
worthy.
here?
I guessed Marvel and DC, and I got it right.
Yeah. You should
It's
get a double ding. Give him a double ding.
50% chance.
Yeah, but I mean, come on, man. I really put my heart
Double
in that
ding.
one.
There.
Really,
Oh, you got 2 dings.
really put my heart in that one.
Yeah, I'm sure double ding.
And it's called, the other one was called Under the Banner of God. Have you heard about that one?
No.
It's the LDS. It's the Mormon Church, and it's a murder mystery. Andrew Garfield starring in this one, and he's damn good. Is it Andrew Garfield?
Yeah.
The guy Spider-Man guy, right?
Yeah. Are we
he's
gonna
good.
ding that? Are we gonna ding that too?
Wait a minute.
Damn, he's so
Come
aggro
on.
today.
We don't. No, I'm just saying.
Nailing it.
I
Anyway.
get it. It's a Jim Colbert show, but we shouldn't celebrate that.
Yeah, we should a little bit. I mean, a little
Yeah,
bit.
we should.
I mean,
Give him a full-size ding on that.
If I got it wrong, would you want to buzz me?
No, not on the whole Star Wars thing.
Okay, well then I'll still take the dings. With that said,
Jack,
What
team are you on?
Team Ding?
there's no
Aren't we all?
show title
Team Ding.
and movie name. I'll let you guess who's going to star. Not me.
Oh.
And Under the Banner of God is it's a murder mystery series. Like I think it's a series, and Andrew Garfield is a dedicated Mormon and an investigator. So he's investigating a murder that seems to be steeped in Mormonism. So we'll see how that goes. It's actually pretty good. We watched the first episode of that one, got all the way through it. So we'll see how that goes.
A murder that has something to do with Mormonism.
Yeah, it's because in that church, I guess if you step out of in some of those real strict versions, if you step out of there, you get really chastised quite a bit.
Yeah. I would think, though, when a Mormon murders, it's still got to be a little nice.
Oh, yeah. No, this one was not, because it was a woman and a child got murdered. So they're trying to figure out who did it. And they think they have, like, the ex-husband or the husband is the primary suspect, and they've got him. They found him covered in blood, but you get the feeling you're about to go on a real twisty trail. And that's where I am now.
Ooh. Is that after episode 1 or 30 minutes into episode 1?
No, that's the full episode 1. That's my synopsis right there. It should have been on TikTok. Ding, got it.
That's for finishing the episode.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Does he get a cookie? What about a gold star?
I don't have a cookie. I have a red seedless grape if you like.
Not a fan of your attitude.
Seriously, dude.
Are these peeled, by the way? Fill me one. I'll hit you up during the break. All right, 407-916-1041. Back in a sec.
That's sad.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7. It's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by Gringos Locos and Secured Roofing and Restoration.com. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James, Miguel, Mike, and Ken. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1. From the Driveway.com Weather Center.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with your Fox 35 Central Florida forecast, and we are catching a nice break from the rain for the next couple of days. Dry conditions and a little bit cooler, still on the warm side. Tomorrow, the first day of summer, morning low 73, high 90. No rain in the forecast. 93 on Wednesday, still dry, and then a chance for some rain before this work week is over. About a 40% chance Friday. Then a stormy weekend. For the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Are you a safe driver? Are you looking to save money? With DriveWise from Allstate, the safer you drive, the more you can save. At Allstate, better protection costs a whole lot less. Visit allstate.com or call an agent for a quote today.
Boy, inflation is running high, and who knows when it'll level out. But you can take advantage of a great deal at FAS, because when you get your new windows, you are locking in at today's price, even no matter when you have them installed, when you sign that contract. And man, they are a great company with 38 unique windows on display, ready for you to see right now in their Central Florida showroom. It's on Fairbanks, just off of I-4. I know, because I've had windows in my home installed by FAS Windows and Doors. I think this was 8.5 years ago. I love these windows. What a great improvement in my home. The double pane low E windows, vinyl sided, gave me instant curb appeal. Added security to my home because it has security impact glass, so much stronger than my previous single pane aluminum frame windows. But another great feature is my home is more energy efficient, which means my AC works less, and that saves me money. All FAS windows and doors come with a lifetime warranty, and right now you get rebates, $55 each window, $95 per door. You find them online at faswd.com.
This station is participating in a nationwide sweepstakes where each weekday up to 13 lucky winners will win $1,000. For more information about the sweepstakes, go to the station's website and click the Contests tab.
Whether you're a plumber, roofer, electrician, or carpenter, a pro's got to have the right tools. Like Lowe's Pro Business Credit Cards. The cards that have every pro's back, big or small, giving you more flexibility and more credit options. Because at Lowe's, every pro is an MVP to us. Take your business to the next level and apply now. Subject to credit approval. See store Lowe's.com/credit for details. U.S. only.
Every year, millions of Americans find it harder and harder to own a home. Divvy is here to change that. We believe home ownership and building equity should be possible for everyone, even if your credit score isn't perfect or you can't swing 20% down. Divvy makes it possible to live in your dream home while you save for your dream home. Just pre-qualify online, and when you're approved, shop for any home on the market within your Divvy budget. Divvy buys your dream home in cash and you move in. Your monthly payment includes built-in savings toward a future down payment, so every month you're closer to home ownership. Within 3 years, you're ready to qualify for a mortgage and buy your home at the preset price. And that dream of owning your own home, it becomes a reality. Get your home shopping budget for free at livedivvy.com. That's LIVEDIVVY.com. Divvy Homes is represented by Divvy Brokerage LLC in certain markets. For more information, visit divvyhomes.com/brokerage-licensing.
People often ask me, how much money do I have to pay you up front to be my personal lawyer? The answer is nothing. It's free unless we win. What about a slip and fall or car crash case? Free unless we win.
Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
It's official. Tijuana Flats now has carnitas. Try our new Queso Blanco Carnitas Chimichanga, Spicy Habanero Carnitas Burrito, and Chipotle Barbecue Pork Tacos. Order now at TijuanaFlats.com.
Do you find yourself stuck in a timeshare? Get the real facts about the timeshare industry and your options for cancellation. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, beat the largest timeshare company in federal court and has put together a free information guide that reveals the secrets the timeshare industry doesn't want you to know, including the 5 ways to get rid of your timeshare. Call now and get this timeshare cancellation guide absolutely free.
Call 800-857-5656. That's 800-857-5656.
Hi, my name's Charles. On my way to work, I was struck by a tractor trailer. I called attorney Glenn Klausman for help. He got me to really good doctors. I don't think it's right to be bragging on a billboard or TV about getting millions of dollars for getting hurt. However, I will say Glenn Klausman got me a great settlement quicker than I thought possible. I'm very happy with the results, and that's why I'm doing this. Call Glenn Klausman at 407-917-1718. His website is klausmanlaw.com. Car crash, call Klausman.
Office, Winter Park.
Hey, Orlando business owners, stop overpaying for internet and phone. Switch to Spectrum Business and get Orlando's best deal for small businesses. Get blazing fast internet speeds of 600 megabits per second for just $49.99 a month, and phone for just $19.99 a month. Taxes and fees included. That's faster internet at an incredible price. Other providers don't even come close. Make the switch to Spectrum Business. Visit business.spectrum.com/ultra.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by RC Hill Mitsubishi, Highway 1792 in DeLand.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
I think Russ is a little on edge due to the fact that if it was to be a Twitter poll whether Ross fixed his little backlight bulb or not, I don't know how I would vote, because I think he'd be proud and to tell, Grandpa that he did a good job. Don't know. There's no ding or dong for this one.
Tell me. Tell me what I did. Tell me what I did to deserve that every day. Every day, you bludgeon me with that. And why? I need to know why. It's like you snuck into my back door with a candlestick, and you're beating me senseless.
I thought you liked Kate Bush.
So that one of my kids can find me as a bloody mush head with that guy.
The Colonel did it in the library.
Every
Kate
day.
Bush.
Some whispering wisdom. And then I got to hear this.
This song?
Nobody's talking about this song. All right, 407-916-1041. You can text us at 77031. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show. I feel good about myself today. Deb's here.
Yay!
So is Jack and Ryan.
So Larry makes a good point in his talkback. Thank
Does
you,
he?
Larry. Yeah,
Didn't listen.
Ross's tail light, the brake light.
What about it?
Is it fixed?
Is it?
Good question.
That is a good question.
Oh, that means it's not.
No, that means he drove to
because
St. Augustine and back.
He did not.
Did you really, buddy? Did you drive all the way up there and back with no taillight for something that could have cost $3 to fix?
I want to believe in you.
This is so funny to find out what you guys think about me.
Well, it's not what we think about you. So we talked about this on Friday and what a detriment it was.
But
you know how dangerous that is to drive in this weather without brake lights?
And Larry, in his talkback, pointed out, had you fixed it, you probably would have come in bragging about it.
Or maybe I would look at it and deem it as a very minuscule event and errand.
Brake lights on your car in the state of Florida during storm season. You're right. Not a biggie.
No, but the process of fixing it was a pretty easy thing. We deemed it that.
Yes.
But for you, a little more of a challenge.
That's what I mean by it's fun to find out what you guys think about me.
If you can change a light bulb in a lamp, you can change this in your auto mobile.
That's why I think he probably did it. He did his thing at, he had a little something Saturday morning, and then Saturday afternoon he...
Did you do it?
Stopped at the auto supply store.
I bet he Ubered to St. Augustine instead of changing this.
No, there's no way he'd spend that money.
Yeah.
Did you do it for real?
I made $35 out of my pocket going out to St. Augustine. No, yes. The answer is yes.
Yes,
did it.
to what?
To putting new bulbs in.
You fixed it?
Wait.
I see.
Is it
That's
fixed?
the thing that I don't want. That I'm not Jim here. I don't want any dings going my way for the easy route.
Oh, God, you shouldn't have said
You're not
that.
getting dings. Did you check it to make sure that the brake lights work?
Well, now here comes the problem. How do you check if your brake lights work?
There's two ways. There's one, you get a second person.
You are...
Okay. Second person.
Or you can actually set your camera up and start videotaping and then go in and depress the brake.
I'm gonna make it easier for you.
Or you just put...
You could back up in your driveway, right? And then you could look in your rearview mirror, and then when you hit the brake light, you could see that your red lights are illuminating the wall that you're backed up against.
Well, that's a good one.
Yeah, I could have done that. You're right.
So when did you fix them?
I fixed them after work Friday. I went to an AutoZone. It was not $6. It was more like 22.
All right.
They got you the LEDs, dude. They got
No,
buddy.
not even that. I got the cheap ones.
All right.
And I straight used my raw fingers on them.
Yeah,
you
dog.
can't stop me.
They don't get hot enough here. It's just your headlights, really, where that applies.
So
you changed them yourself then?
So see, that's salt in the wound.
Hey, listen,
Ross, wait.
hang loose, buddy. Give him a ding, Jack.
Don't give me the ding.
Well, you asked me to do this before the show.
I did not.
You son of a bitch! How dare you lie on me like that? This is my show.
I don't need.
You can't make me look at me bad.
I don't know. I do not need any applause for this.
Why?
Because it's a mundane activity.
Stop for a second. Did you do it?
Yes.
Okay. Nobody else in your family did it.
Nobody. No.
Your fiance did not do this.
No.
That's really what you meant by family. You should have just come out with it.
It was just me.
Is that why your future father-in-law was over? Because you had him come over to fix it?
No.
Did you YouTube University it?
No.
Did you look at your owner's manual?
No.
Wow.
I took the lights out. I looked at the bottom of the bulb, matched that number on the light in the store.
Nailed it. You
I
nailed
know,
it. You nailed
it's
it.
a very simple activity.
Can I tell you something? I am proud of you.
Don't be proud.
I'm proud of you.
Do not be proud.
Ross, that is so awesome.
This is this is the thing about pride and being proud of someone. Jack with the dings. Nah. Listen, I'm a fan of the dings. I don't want.
Let's just keep it to the taillights.
I guess. Well, I think that's what he's doing. He's a big fan of the boys. Come on.
Let's keep it to the taillights.
Talking about the taillight.
Another ding.
You can't be proud over, you know.
You can't be proud.
You can't be.
You should.
This is out of your realm. This is you don't do this.
What
You're
do
not
you
a
think this
You
is?
can't tell us what to be proud of.
You're not a mechanical guy. Let us be proud of you.
This is in everybody's realm.
No, but why can't we be proud of you? I don't understand that. Why would you take that from us?
If I hear one more ding, Jack. This is not a thing. This is not a thing you should be proud of.
Well, I'm proud. I was proud of myself when I changed the lamps and the lights in my headlights.
I am not proud of
shouldn't have said
myself.
headlights.
I'm not proud of myself.
You know what?
You should be.
Jack, give Deb a delayed ding for when she did it for herself.
Thank you. Thank you.
Deb.
I'm very proud of myself.
Anytime you do anything on your car that would cost a lot more money to have a professional do, you deserve a...
No, I don't think that's the case. Ooh, man,
it's
that
tough.
thing is just rat-a-tatting.
Is it driving you crazy?
I think it's broken.
It's getting close on me, I'm telling you that.
I swear the last 4 times it's dung, he didn't ding.
Oh, don't say dung. It's different.
That's past tense of ding.
It's not. Dung is not past tense of ding.
That would be dang.
It's dinged.
It's not dang. Don't.
It's dong.
God.
It donged.
Dang it.
He donged you. Jack, stop donging him. That's what he wants.
Do we have a dong sound?
We don't have a dong.
Effect?
We're all dings that
But
dung.
anyway, we can move on. I just want to let you know that we're... Oh, boy. There it is. I'm very proud of you for doing this on your own. It means a lot to me that you did this.
That's the thing. I thought...
Like when I edited a video for the first time, you said, I'm proud of you. And I was like, well, it wasn't that difficult, but you told me you were proud of me.
Remember?
Anybody could do it like kids do it. I was very proud of that.
I would be surprised if I told you that.
You did.
I said I was proud of you?
You did, as far as you know.
And this last text,
That's right.
It's great. If we could be proud of Jack for feeding himself this past week, we could be proud of you for changing a light bulb. I say we both deserve a day.
There you go.
I changed all 4. Oh, God, I am proud.
You should be.
All right, 407-916-1041. Back in a sec.
Facebook, more than a place to remind you of birthdays. Find us and like us. Real Radio 1041 on Facebook is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Looking at some slow traffic this afternoon on I-4 westbound due to a vehicle fire reported up in Seminole County near County Road 46A. Normal stop-and-go delays reported on I-4 westbound between the Greenway and Osceola Polk Line Road. Traffic also backed up between the Beach Line and State Road 535. If you see other traffic problems, call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Samantha Canning.
This report is sponsored by Wawa Hoagie Fest. It's Hoagie Fest. Today's the day. Follow your taste buds. They'll show you the way. Hoagie Fest is back. $5 shorties and $6 classics. Only at Wawa Hoagie Fest.
Man, are you still in glasses or contacts? It is 2022 and time to level up your vision. The team over at the Philatosky Eye Institute uses the latest state-of-the-art technology in vision correction surgery and happens to be one of the leaders in vision correction surgery right here in Central Florida. Find out if you're a candidate. It's so easy. Just text 1041 to the number 868686. Schedule that consultation right now. And if money's a concern, don't stress. The Philatosky Eye Institute offers 24-month interest-free financing. Learn more today. Text 1041 to 868686 and schedule your consultation now.
Time is running out on the hottest finance offer of the year at IDC. Now through June 30th, you can get 5 years zero-interest financing on practically anything and everything. A $10,000 handcrafted Tokori ring comes to around $167 a month. So you can splurge and go big. Think about it. You pay nothing. Zero, nada in interest for 5 whole years. Wedding bands for just $40 a month. Stud earrings just $30 a month. Don't miss this amazing offer. But hurry, it ends June 30th at International Diamond Center.
Interest rates may be rising elsewhere, but not at International Diamond Center. Now through June 30th, you can get zero interest for 5 whole years. That's right. You buy now and spread your payments out over 5 years without a dime in interest. Only IDC can make an offer like this on rings, earrings, pendants, bands, designer jewelry, even GIA certified diamonds. Just one tiny catch. This is a limited time offer and it absolutely ends June 30th. 5 years, zero interest financing with nothing down at International Diamond Center.
4 Orlando locations on approved credit.
O'Reilly. If your vehicle squeals or grinds when you slow down or just isn't stopping like it used to, you may need new brake rotors and pads. Now through June 28th at O'Reilly Auto Parts, get 15% off a set of Brake Best Select or Import Direct brake pads and 2 rotors. Restore safe braking and save money now at O'Reilly Auto Parts or order online at O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. Welcome to Daytona Soccer Fest, the all-in-one soccer, music, cars, and much more 4th of July weekend spectacular. We're building a soccer stadium at Daytona International Speedway, and matches will be played there for the first time in history. Also, full concerts from Raul Alejandro and Chance the Rapper, Toyota Thrill Rides, and the World Freestyle Federation. Daily passes starting at $99. Get your tickets at DaytonaSoccerFest.com. For a limited time, buy one, get one free.
This job, we fight for as many people as we can. Sometimes people are afraid to fight the insurance companies. That's why I'm here. Injured on the go, just call Mo DeWitt. Offices Orlando, and Tampa.
At Global Industrial, we make your business our business. We're problem solvers, budget savers, and deadline beaters. So, no matter what you want or where you need it, we have it in stock and ready to ship from our national distribution network. Global Industrial Network supplies businesses and industries in Florida with every product they need to keep their facilities running smoothly and efficiently. Visit globalindustrial.com/Florida to set up a meeting with your local rep today. Global Industrial, we can supply that.
Are you tired of your current home but finding something new is either too hard or too expensive? Maybe the perfect home is the one you already own. It just needs a bit of a makeover. With a Dream Home Refi from Sage Mortgage, we can help make your dreams a reality. A Dream Home Refi lets you use the value in your home to make the renovations you've always dreamed of. A new kitchen, an extra bath, or even a pool for the hot summer months. At Sage Mortgage, we give all qualified borrowers a rate guaranteed to be below the national average. And with Sage Mortgage, it's so simple that you can get a personalized rate in just 15 seconds. That's right. Sage's proprietary technology allows you to get a mortgage rate just for you in only 15 seconds. Go to sagemortgage.com now to try it out or call 855-836-0352. That's 855-836-0352. Or visit sagemortgage.com. SAGEmortgage.com. Your dream home is closer than you think. Forward Mortgage Lending Incorporated. DBA Sage Mortgage. NMLS ID number 1374724. Not available in all states. Equal housing opportunity. This is not a commitment to lend. Not all loans apply. Terms and conditions apply. Call us at 855-836-0352.
Experience the first annual IKEA Midsummer Celebration this weekend. Join us on June 24th to the 26th for food samplings, great offers, and more. And as an IKEA family member, you can save $20 in store when you spend $200 or more pre-tax and scan your IKEA family card. Visit IKEA-USA.com/midsummer for more information and to plan your trip to your local store starting June 24th. Offer valid 6/24 to 7/4 in the U.S. Discount applied proportionally across items purchased as shown on receipt. See store and IKEA-USA.com/midsummer for complete terms. Exclusions apply.
Divorce? Call Trinley and Kramer, TK Law. OneFirmForLife.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind studio. Your accident, your future, your attorney. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or call pound 546 from your cell. You're listening to WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station. The Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.
All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Thanks so much for tuning in today on this beautiful Monday. Hope you had a wonderful day. Hope you had a good weekend. Big week ahead of you.
Yeah.
A little less steamy than last week.
And maybe you're like a lot of people who actually have a 3-day weekend with Juneteenth being
That's
today.
Right. Absolutely, yeah. All right, 407-916-1041. Welcome back. I'm Jim. Deb, Jack, and Ross are here as well. Oviedo is doing something way different, and it's kind of interesting. I live out near there. And I just saw the story today. I hadn't really heard any chatter around the city of what they're planning to do. But
so, when you and Tori sit around and say, we're going to go into the city, it's Oviedo.
It's Oviedo, yeah. That's a big city. It's where well, there's nothing really. That's where the old mall is.
Right.
Yeah. And they got a small ER and a Target.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oviedo is voted one of the best places to live in the U.S. Like, look, it's a nice place. We love the city of Oviedo, but you're right, that is our city.
Yeah.
Oviedo or Sanford, Oviedo being the closest, but Sanford like 25 minutes away as well. But so this is what they're doing, and I've not heard this before. I'm sure it's happened somewhere in the U.S. It would be kind of odd anywhere else. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I've seen a story recently, but I can't remember the details enough to be able to spoil it for you.
So,
you're welcome.
Residents in the city of Oviedo, and I guess they're voting on this tonight during their Monday meeting around 6:30, so it's about an hour and a half. This will be decided that residents in the city will learn how much they have to pay for fire services. So what's happening is the city council is set to take a final vote on fire services fee after approving a special fire assessment district earlier this year. Under the proposal, the average homeowner could be charged around $212 for the first year, with a 10% increase each year thereafter for 4 years. Leaders say the fee will create about $7 million a year to help cover the cost of fire services in the city. Now, I mean, here's what I don't understand. That's fire and ambulance, right? They're saying fire, but it's not just fire, right?
Sure.
Because there aren't enough fires in the city of Oviedo to justify a $7 million fee.
No,
I don't know that there's anything in Oviedo worth $7 million.
Yeah, it's paramedics as well. But I thought in Seminole County, I know there was, and I guess maybe it's not every city, that the city is now, like the county oversees it. So you might have a fire station, like we have one in Winter Springs, but it's really Seminole. It's not Winter Springs Fire Department. It's Seminole County Fire Department.
Right.
So I thought that would have been the same for Oviedo, which is also in Seminole.
It does say the city of Oviedo, which we know that they work autonomously from the county.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it would be, the city of Sanford, city of Maitland is different from the county, and they do work hand in hand. I know that they will subsidize if something's too big. You can bring the county in as opposed to the city. And Oviedo's far enough away from everything that you can't, to get assistance from another city in Seminole County, it would have to come from like Castleberry, which is, small, but up the street of the way. But I just find that a little odd. I thought that was all covered in your, like when you get taxed, your income tax, your state taxes, all that's supposed to pay for that, right? And so they're asking for another fee, $212, and then 10% of that's $21, going up every year for 4 years. So another $100 will be tacked onto that after it's all said and done. So the average resident in Oviedo, just in this district, though, I don't think it's outside, just in that particular district,
it'll
will
end
have
up
to pay
at like $300.
Yeah, $300 a year. Which doesn't sound like a ton of money. I mean, with $30 a month or so to some people is a lot. That's still a good dime for some people. You know what I'm saying? $30 a month could be a lot of things. School lunches, half a tank of gas or a quarter tank of gas now. I mean, I don't know.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I would be a little indifferent about that, right? I would think that. I mean, I don't, and I guess maybe what I don't understand, because I don't really understand how these municipalities work when it comes to raising money or how they fund these things. I just don't understand why they need that much cash. I mean, $7 million. Now, if it's emergency services along with fire services, but it just says fire services. It doesn't say fire and medical. That's what I don't understand.
I think it's all encompassing. I think it's just part of it.
All right, 407-916-1041. Hey, Matt, how you doing? Welcome to the show.
Hey, guys, how you doing tonight?
Good.
Hey, all right, so I think you guys are on the right, I guess, the right tone of fire services, but it's also EMS as well.
Okay.
And Jack kind of hit the nail on the head where Seminole County is in its own state retirement fund, whereas the cities are in their city retirement fund. So you either have the county run it or the city run it. You can't have both.
Right.
Right.
And so for $7 million, yeah, you're right, it's a lot of money, but that funds more than just running a fire truck, fuel, and hoses, or running an EMS crew with 2 guys on it. It's also funding the retirement system.
Oh, wow. Dude, I mean, it doesn't say anything about that, though. I mean, it does not mention a word about that. I mean, that should be included in this, right?
Yeah, well, if you think about it, it's staffing as well. So if you're going to have your own fire department, you have to staff it, and part of the staffing cost is not only what you're paying them now, but also the retirement fund that every one of those employees will be eligible for.
Yeah, I just find that odd because, again, the tax base is supposed to be built to cover this. I mean, how could you build a budget without including this into the budget?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, fire trucks, when these were built, I'm just going off experience. My dad was in the Seminole County Fire Department for 35 years. My brother is now. These things were not as expensive as they are now. The equipment wasn't as expensive as it is now, and the training wasn't as technical as it is now. So all those things put together, I'm sure there's a budget shortfall somewhere.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Go ahead.
There's also a city standoff where the city doesn't want to join the county because it would make sense for the city to join the county, which has a larger buying capability or a larger pool capability. There's still a few that do it. Longwood, Lake Mary, Sanford, and Oviedo are one of the few cities that aren't in it, but Castleberry merged over. Like Jack said, Winter Springs merged over. So it is possible. It can be done seamlessly.
Yeah, you know what, by the way, and thanks for your call, buddy, but it says here that says Edgewater, I guess, is just doing the same thing. And it says, somebody just texted in, and this is a person who texts the show all the time. She says, we already pay fire services. This is a special fee they're adding. So it's above and beyond what you're already being taxed for. a special fire assessment district and a fire services fee. And what's interesting is I wish that they would use, and again, it is what it is. I just don't like the non-transparency of it, because when you talk about fire services fee, most people don't include ambulance into that. Like I'm not a dumb person. When I see a fire truck as part of what they show you, and then they show in the context of the story, they mention fire services. They never talk about the other services, and they talk about it being a fee, which I don't get. If you're already taxed for that, why do that?
But you said they're having the meeting tonight at 6:30?
6:30, yes.
Maybe storming it?
Maybe that's when they describe what the services are.
And I wonder if it's because the city is growing. So
it is growing for sure, but again, $7 million, and it says leaders say the fee will eventually raise $7 million a year to help cover the cost of fire services in the city. Not retirement funds, not any of that stuff.
It's all encompassing.
Yeah, that's part of their contract.
I understand that, Jack, but when you write a story like this and you're telling the people that you're trying to do something and you only mention one aspect of it and you don't give any, and you already know you get taxed for that, like I would think it would be a little bit more clear about what you're getting and what you're not getting. 407-916-1041.
Those trucks are not cheap.
Yeah.
No, they're not.
It says in Florida, all fires. Oh, man.
That's so great.
All firefighters are EMT certified, medical and fire. You also have to consider vehicle maintenance. Look, I think there's a misconception. I know it's expensive to run it. That's not the point. The point is not the fact that it's expensive. They build budgets for this every year. Every city, every body that takes in a tax dollar from a citizen of a city, state, municipality, country, whatever, there are budgets built for that money. This should have been covered in the budget. So now they have to get voted on an extra $200, $300 a year for everybody who lives in this specific district, or a $7 million other dollars. So what pot do they go to when this is not enough?
Well, just like everything else, right? No one is immune from inflation and rise. Everything costs more now, right?
Yes.
So the budget that you forecast a year ago, 2 years ago, might be coming up short.
Is this also a politician that possibly are politicians that just don't want to mention the word taxes anymore? I mean, if you don't want to go up there and say,
Right.
well, we could raise taxes by a nickel, or we could hit you with this $300 a year.
Yeah.
It's one, half dozen the other. They just don't want to use the word tax because that sounds bad, especially in a predominantly Republican city.
It is a tax, though, right?
It is a tax.
Yeah.
I almost said the F word there. I don't care what you call it. It's a tax. This is a tax because you can't opt out of it. I can't not pay it. I guess. Maybe I don't pay it. I just don't get it. If my house catches on fire, I just have to hope my neighbors have good hoses.
I think you nailed it right there. It's just the terminology and the stigma behind that one syllable word tax.
It's so misleading, but that's exactly what it is. It's basically, it sounds like to me, like a city council or politicians out there, the commissioners, who don't want to say, we need more money, about $7 million a year, and we're going to have to raise your sales tax, income tax, property tax, whatever the case may be, to get that money. We're going to hit you this special assessment fee. And then use the word fire a lot because that seems inflammatory. No pun intended.
Well, a couple people texted. One said, sounds like they screwed up the budget and they're stuck now. And also John, who texts us all the time, says in quotes, I don't know if he got it from the meeting, it says the city hasn't collected enough in property taxes to cover the costs for the last 14 years. That's why they're behind.
Yeah, but whose fault is that?
Well,
I mean,
the city.
Now you have to hit people who live in this, quote, special district with an extra $300 a year bill. Eventually it's going to be that. Man, I'd be pissed off.
Wait. So it's not everyone in the city? It's only a special district?
It's this district. Okay. So they created a thing called, let me make sure, Special Fire Assessment District earlier this year. Now, I don't know what that is. And Deborah, I'm sure you could look up and find out what that is in Oviedo, the Special Fire Assessment District. And it may be just an area of Oviedo where everything there's maybe more. I don't know.
More likely to catch flame?
Yeah, I don't know.
Catch
Maybe
on fire? That sounds like a district that's really known for burning down.
No, what I would say is maybe the district just includes the most valuable properties that would cost the most to replace or most to protect, or I don't know.
Well, something I learned about my city builder video game, Jimmy. Every time you expand, you got to put in another fire station.
Yeah.
And every time you grow, you have to keep meeting those needs. So it just looks like maybe their projections were off years ago, and they're trying to retroactively kind of get caught up now.
Or has growth just been bigger and more robust than what they planned for? Oviedo makes a list as one of the best places to live in the country. Next thing you know.
And also outside that UCF area, they just keep, it's apartment complex after apartment complex as they deal with that student body that has maybe tripled over the past 20 years.
Okay, this is from June 9th. And this is from mynews13.com. The city's looking to create a fire assessment district to fund costs associated with those services, including firefighter salaries, equipment, and training. Fees would be phased in yearly over the course of 5 years based on the department's 2027 projected budget for fire protection services.
It says here that sounds like Jim should be bashing the writers of the article for lacking transparency instead of the city requesting more money to save lives and be more efficient saving lives. That's not the point. Everybody wants it to be efficient saving lives. But if they just walked up to your door and knocked on it and said, we need $300, you'd be fine with that? You just hand it over and say, well, as long as it's saving lives. Come on, man. Stop being so dumb. That's a dumb thing to say. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't understand how you can mess that up or you have to come back to the pot. Where else can you do that? Where else could you do that? Where you could just roll up an entire district and go, hey, look, we didn't budget right, so we're going to need some more money from you. And it's for a good thing. I'm not saying it's not for a good thing. Please don't misconstrue what I'm saying. It's just it sucks that the people of Oviedo who are caught in this area, if this vote goes through, will have to come up with another $212 on top of the taxes they already pay that are supposed to cover this.
Well,
it's by nothing of their own fault, by the way.
One resident said she would rather see the city make other cuts to the budget than create a separate funding source for the fire department. She argues the district is a way for the city to tax property owners without technically taxing them.
That's what I'm saying.
Since it's a non ad valorem assessment.
Right. Oh, it's bad when they start doing Latin.
That's terrible because it is a tax. You're basically being taxed for living in a certain area.
Let's look up what non-ad valorem means.
Yeah. Well, the ad valorem tax, I don't know. I see it every year
do
when I get that
mean?
homeowner sheet. Right. But you either have to pay for the service, find a way to increase the money to pay for the services you want, or decrease the services.
Sure.
And with firefighters and paramedics, how much do you want to decrease?
Yeah, well, they're widening roads out there, and they just built an entire park around this lake that I've seen 10 people use. And I don't know what that cost. And I know that's a part of the beautification of the city, but you don't really need to do that out there a whole bunch because it's already pretty nice.
Well,
Ray Trindley just texted me and said the money is going to fill the gap between cost to operate and amount in budget. That's what we said earlier.
Yeah.
Tax increases are capped. In other words, they can't even ask for another tax increase, so they call these quote-unquote impact fees to get beyond it.
Now, tricky.
But that doesn't mean, and again, your population argument kind of sends me sideways because the idea of population creates more tax revenue, right? So the more people in the market should create more tax revenue, should it not?
Seems like bad projections.
All right, 407-916-1041. Back in a sec.
Orlando City is on the road to face FC Cincinnati this Friday. Coverage starts at 7 p.m. on our sister station, FM 96.9 The Game.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash? Contact Clausman Law at clausmanlaw.com.
Still looking at your normal slow traffic right now as you travel east and westbound on I-4 between US 27 and the 429 and between the Beach Line and State Road 535. Looking at a serious crash that has shut down all southbound lanes on John Young Parkway just north of the Beach Line at Cordova Park Drive. Another crash causing southbound delays on OBT and is blocking the left lane just north of Holden Avenue. If you see traffic problems, call the Safe Touch Security Traffic.com tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Samantha Canning.
This report is sponsored by SRGExpress.com. The specialized recruiting group takes an individual approach to placing people in contract and full-time roles, and they're ready to help you find your next opportunity. Visit SRGExpress.com to get connected with an employment expert.
Our Twitter poll of the day is up. It's at Jim Colbert Show. You find us on Twitter. It's brought to you by WeAreNotTheBanks.com. If you're ready to start looking for a new home or refinance the one you're in, Brad Siebert and the team at WeAreNotTheBanks.com can help. They helped with my refi several years ago. Brad let me know everything I needed every step of the way. It was a quick process, fast, easy, and I got a great rate. Now, whether it's refinancing the home you're in or, again, maybe you found your dream home and you're ready to make that move, wearenotthebank.com has loans for all types of buyers, good credit, or even bumps in your credit, and all types of loans, VA, conventional, even jumbo and no-income documentation loans. For all your mortgage needs, the website is wearenotthebanks.com. NMLS ID number 1169, equal housing opportunity.
Local or long distance, when it's time to move, let Cento Family Moving and Storage move you. CentoMoving.com.
Make this the year you go to our iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Tickets are on sale now at AXS.com.
A weekend full of superstar performances, never seen before collaboration, and once-in-a-lifetime moments you'll have to see to believe.
Friday, September 23rd and Saturday the 24th at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas.
Our 2022 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Buy your tickets now at AXS.com.
Save time and money with the wood fence in a box from Fence Outlet. It comes with everything you need to easily install it yourself with 0 down and 0% financing. Go to fenceoutlet.com today for more information and store locations. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. The one who just thought about checking your phone. How about don't? The car is no place for multitasking. Trust me, that text can wait. Those notifications can go unchecked until you get where you're going. Did you know that you can now be stopped and ticketed in Florida for texting and driving? So put that phone down and focus on driving. This message brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
Coming in at 5'3", it's number one mom. She switched to Xfinity and got the all-new 3-for-1 bundle. Unlimited internet, streaming, and Xfinity Mobile. All for what you could pay wireless companies for just one 5G unlimited line. Boom! Shakalaka! That's why they call her the Master of Moolah, the Sultan of Savings, the Queen of Cash. And now, also with Xfinity Internet, you can get unlimited data, Wi-Fi equipment, and a free Flex 4K streaming box included with a 2-year rate guarantee and no term contract. All for just $30 per month when you add an Xfinity mobile plan at regular rates. Go to Xfinity.com/3-for-1, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit an Xfinity store today. Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and autopay. New fast internet 300 megabits per second customers only. Xfinity Mobile requires post-pay Xfinity Internet. After 24 months, regular rates apply to all services and devices.
No matter what I get, it's 20% off every day when I spend $1 on the McDonald's app. So yesterday was my please the whole fam on the way to the game meal. Today is my finally get them to stop asking, are we there yet meal. Who knows what tomorrow will be? Maybe a delicious crispy chicken sandwich all for myself meal. Whatever it is, it's a win. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Offer valid through December 31st, 2022 at participating McDonald's. Valid once a day. Excludes tax. McD app download and registration required.
When the daily grind feels like it's coming to a halt, that's when I hit up the drive-thru at McDonald's for an ice-cold drink. Order up a frozen drink like frozen Coke, frozen Fanta Blue Raspberry, or new frozen Sprite Lemonade. Get any size for just $1.79. Or try any size McCafe Frappe or smoothie for just $2.99. When you're in need of some big drink energy, remember, it's more than a drink, it's a McDonald's drink. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Coca-Cola, Fanta, Sprite, and Lemonade are registered trademarks of the Coca-Cola Company.
Join Jim Colbert on The Jim Colbert Show for his Cigar of the Week segment every Friday afternoon at 3:45. You can pick up these featured cigars at all 3 Corona Cigar Company locations, Dr. Phillips, Heathrow, and downtown. Learn more at coronacigar.com.
Bloomberg Crypto is the new daily podcast from Bloomberg and iHeartRadio that tackles everything from Bitcoin to Bored Apes. Each weekday, Bloomberg reporters and experts from every corner of the industry discuss the latest in cryptocurrencies and explore how it impacts our lives, our politics, and our culture.
How many machines would I need to buy, not that I will, to kind of mine Bitcoin effectively?
Like tens of thousands of machines.
Tens of thousands! That's way more than I was expecting. Yeah.
Listen to Bloomberg Crypto on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your
Divorce?
podcasts.
Call Trindley and Kramer, TK Law, onefirmforlife.com.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on Twitch.
back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. You can always text us at 77031. Welcome back. I am Jim. Deb is here.
Hello.
So is Jack.
Greetings.
And Ross is as well.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we always get some really cool people to drop by the show and talk about cool stuff, and we are doing it again today. You guys give a big round of applause for Regional Vice President of Winn-Dixie, Mr. Sean Sloan.
Whoa, yay!
Hey!
So cool!
You guys are setting me up.
Yeah. Hey, Sean, what's going on, buddy? I know that you and Winn-Dixie
Outstanding.
and the big Folds of Honor community donation program coming up, and I know you want to tell everybody about it so that we can make sure that everybody's taken care of. What's going on?
Well, hey, we have been partnering with Folds of Honor now for about 4 or 5 years. And, we started this process back this year right around Memorial Day. And it goes all the way to July 4th, right through the holiday.
Right, yeah.
And we take donations from the registers and we work with our customers in our community to really help this organization. It's a fabulous organization that provides scholarships for, the families of fallen heroes, their spouses, their children. And I mean, they just do so many wonderful things. And we upgraded it a little bit. For the next 3 Mondays, we're going to call it Military Monday. So we are going to donate up to $100,000 match through our SEG Foundation to all the donations done in the stores today, the next Monday, and obviously the Monday of 4th of July.
Wow.
That's unbelievable, man.
That
Really.
is awesome.
That's huge.
All the more reason to put off your grocery shopping and go on Monday for the next 3 Mondays at Winn-Dixie.
And by the way, you said Southeast Grocers. You guys have more than just Winn-Dixie under that brand, don't you?
Yeah, so we have, for the markets up here, so we've got Winn-Dixie, Harvey's, and also Fresco y Mas in Miami.
Oh, cool.
All three. And we also have WD's, which is our standalone liquor format here in Jacksonville.
Right on. Now, how did you guys begin your relationship with Folds of Honor? I've actually played a couple of charity tournaments, golf tournaments to raise money. And when I found out it created scholarships for, the kids of our fallen heroes, I mean, you obviously have to get involved with that because that's just something you don't really hear about much. There are other services that are provided to those guys. We hear mostly about the mental health issues that our former military personnel have gone through. This was something different altogether. How did you guys begin that relationship?
Yeah, like I said, it was about 5 years ago. We were looking to find the right organization that we can partner with to really make a difference. Here in Jacksonville, we're a home. This is our hometown. And it's very military friendly, and obviously very impactful with the military. It was a perfect match. We met Ben Lensley, who's one of the individuals that we work with. And once we started talking, we realized real quickly that both of us, we had this attachment to this area. And, throughout our entire footprint, this was going to be perfect and it fit well into their area. And we just saw what they were able to do. And once you get to meet the individuals that receive these scholarships and you see the personal relationship you can have with them and what they're able to do, it's incredible. I mean, it really, really will warm your heart.
Have you guys seen any of the graduating classes that you've helped out with? Have you met any of them?
Every year I get a chance to meet some of the people that are either in the program or they're graduating, and I'm telling you, they're so humble, and to hear the stories about their spouse or their fathers or their loved ones that actually ultimately gave the sacrifice, the ultimate sacrifice for what they're able to do, and it's in their memory, and it's something that it'll change you. And luckily, right now we're seeing a lot of them throughout our organization. They're in different stores throughout our company, and they visit the stores and they really talk about the program, and you see the following they get from once we announce they're going to be there. I mean, the store will fill with people to talk to them.
Yeah, it really kind of fits Winn-Dixie's mold, really. Winn-Dixie, I'm a Southerner. I grew up in a small town up there near you, Plaquemine, Florida, and Winn-Dixie was that I worked. It was my first job. I was a bag boy at Winn-Dixie.
Don't hold it against us.
For our store up there, I used to sell watermelons.
Sean, do you know about Jim and his history as the
get out of here with that.
the street side watermelon salesman?
How did that end?
What do you mean? How did it end? I quit.
You quit.
I quit because I was dumb, but they would cut a watermelon in half. I used to stand out by the road there on Highway 17 as people were leaving to go to the beach, and I would wave at them in my overalls with half of a watermelon under each arm, showing you the pinkness.
Yeah.
We still do that.
I should send my kids
He's
up there.
available.
I send my kids up there.
He's available.
It's going to cost you a lot more this time. Not $3.17 an hour, buddy.
Maybe if they want to make the Winn-Dixie twins a trio, you could join them.
I love those guys.
Sean Sloan with us. He's the regional vice president of Winn-Dixie. By the way, now through July 5th, 4th, customers can show their appreciation for the fallen and disabled with the Folds of Honor program. Donate $1, $5, or just round your total bill up to the next bid. That's the best way to do it.
How easy is it just to
easy.
round up? It's painless.
It
But if you do it on today, next Monday, or the Monday after, Winn-Dixie's matching it.
100,000.
That's huge.
Match up to 100,000
Military Monday.
every day too, all 3 days.
Wow. How did you end up at Winn-Dixie? Did you do anything before this?
I started when I was 15 years old and in a store in Miami, Florida.
Oh, really?
Wow.
So all I had to do is stay with the company, and I would be doing this interview on the other side, talking about all this cool stuff instead of being
As
a radio
an executive.
dope. Yeah.
Wow.
Going through college, I mean, it's a great company. It's obviously, it's been around a very long time. It's been family owned. It's been publicly traded and privately held. And this is a company. We always say that this is a people company. We just sell groceries, and they live up to that through organizations just like this. I mean, they do it every day.
Charities always have so many success stories, and I'm sure that you've been affiliated with too many to count, but there has to be one that really jumps out to the front of your mind. It's kind of a weird question, but do you have a favorite success story that you kind of help cause happen?
It's interesting. If you had said that, I would have maybe picked something that would have been 10 years ago. But and I wish you get a chance to meet Ben Leslie one day, because he's the one that understands the program. I didn't understand what Folds of Honor meant. I didn't. My family is military, but I didn't understand what that means. But what it ultimately understands is it's the folds of the American flag when they create that dime or that triangle shape.
Yeah.
It's 13 folds. And when he explains what they mean, it's the honors bestowed upon those individuals that have given that ultimate sacrifice. And each fold means something. And it's a honor bestowed upon them. And I didn't know that. And I learned this through the process of working with this organization. And every time I hear him tell the story, I mean, you get goosebumps and you think about it. And it's like you learn more about it. But it will absolutely change you when you really get a chance to see exactly what they're able to do and how well they run this charity. They do so well.
Sean Sloan with us, regional vice president of Winn-Dixie.
What's just so amazing about this, and what I love about this, is because when you hear the story about a fallen soldier, I mean, it hits you in the heart. You feel sad, but you go on with your life. But their lives, the family of those soldiers, is forever changed. And this organization, and with Winn-Dixie's help, is helping to ease that process, and that's the one thing I love about this program.
And it shows that sacrifice was not made in vain. Yeah, that it was being recognized. Have you seen graduates, come back from the Folds of Honor program and then end up like yourself working for Winn-Dixie?
Yes. In fact, last year we had an individual that was here in Jacksonville. We kicked off the program at our store on Bay Meadows, which is one of our flagship stores. And when she was given the presentation, she was telling me about the time she worked for Winn-Dixie and how it's, being local and where she was going to college, and thoughts of coming back to work for the company in a different role when she got through college, like many of us do, when she put me through college. So
you just need to let her know, just because you gave her the degree doesn't mean she can come for your job. Yeah. All right, you just got to let her know. Stand strong, brother.
Well, Sean, what were some of the jobs you had in the store before being the bigwig that you are today?
Were you the watermelon guy like Jimmy?
I've done every position in the store, and I've done almost all the positions outside the stores.
Well,
all the way up to including being VP of operations in my previous role.
Damn. Well, let me ask you if you've done this, tough guy. Because when I worked at Winn-Dixie, they had one guy that could run that floor polisher because that thing would kick your ass. It was like a 4-horsepower electric motor hardwired, and that thing would not joke. And one guy, Big Carl, could handle that thing. Did you ever do the floor polisher or waxer there at Winn-Dixie?
I actually may have been smarter. I actually crashed it, and they wouldn't let me touch it again.
Oh, good
and
job.
He still got promoted.
Exactly.
Hey, Sean, what
Never asked me to do it again.
Oh, you are the smartest guy. That's why you're here. So when you say regional vice president, what exactly does that entail? Your job at Winn-Dixie now is what?
So I run the North Florida, it's specified as the North Florida region for Winn-Dixie. So I have from about Sebastian, Florida, all the way north of Winn-Dixie into Brunswick, Georgia, and all the way west pretty much to the line in the middle of Orlando where the parks are. And I also have all of Harvey's. And Harvey's is generally in Florida and in Georgia. So I run 2 banners.
Wow.
So my responsibility is a region of stores and 2 banners.
In every operating aspect of the store is under your umbrella?
Yes, sir.
Wow, really? Personnel and everything?
Everything.
Wow, really? How many stores is that total?
I have 127.
How many stores are in Florida?
Oh, total? The company? And that's one of our largest. I believe it's in the middle of 300.
Wow.
300, some odd number.
How many total states? Like 8?
Yeah, we're in 7. We go all the way from Louisiana into Alabama, Georgia, and all the way into Florida.
Wow, man, unbelievable! You talking about a regional brand? You know, when we talk about these stores, whether it be A&P or Kroger, when you're up north or out west, there were other ones. And you know, when you talk about Winn-Dixie, you tell people who you are by telling them that you know about Winn-Dixie or you shopped at Winn-Dixie.
Well, it's in the name, and a lot of people don't know when they see SE Grocer, like on some of the packaging, it's Southeast.
Yeah, Southeast Grocers, right. Yeah. So tell me, whose idea was it? Because Winn-Dixie went through about 10 years ago, you guys went through kind of like a rebranding thing where you started this thing called the Winn-Dixie Market, and some of the stores had like these, open bars with food and salad bars and
wine
fresh
and beer
bread
now?
And incredible cheese, craft beer, and good wine. When that rolled out, like was that a collective? I see a smirk there. Am I hitting a bad note there? Because they were really cool. I mean, you guys did one near us, and we loved it. Yeah. I mean, that wing thing that you guys had was a winner.
Yeah, we still do. I mean, when they built the larger stores back in the early 200s, they called them marketplaces. So
yes.
The marketplace was the larger sign and Winn-Dixie was the smaller sign. And then obviously, branding comes along and says, it might not be a good idea. You're taking your own brand and you're making it smaller. So obviously the company changed and said, you know what, we're going to focus on the brand of Winn-Dixie and as the largest banner of the company. And then when it converted to Southeastern Grocers, there was a reason because at one time we had Buy Low as well. So we also had another banner called Buy Low. So they had to create a parent company, which became Southeastern Grocers. Which had all 4 banners in it. Obviously, we sold Buy Low off last year because it was just in a market that was far enough away that we weren't able to make sure we sustained it.
Right. Well, very cool, man. Well, we can't thank you enough for joining us today. Sean Sloan, Regional Vice President of Winn-Dixie, telling you guys about Folds of Honor. It runs all the way through July 4th up into the 5th. You can donate $1, $5, round up your total grocery bill to the nearest $1 or $5. And on Mondays, starting today, tomorrow, next Monday, and the following Monday, they will actually match it and up to $100,000.
Yes, sir.
How do you lose?
Out of Sean's pocket.
Out of Sean's pocket.
He's personally writing that
He
check.
can afford it.
Listen, this guy is a
Military
baller.
Mondays.
This is a baller here we're talking to.
Sean, do you like Czech soda? Do you still drink Czech soda?
Dr. Czech.
Always will drink Czech soda.
Now, here's the deal.
Strawberry Czech soda ruined me. I was always so hyper as a child. I would fight my mom for it.
It's so good.
So
it was
this
as
is
good. It was as good as Knee High. Knee High was like the national brand, and you're right. That strawberry Czech was not even real.
It was so good.
This is why my refrigerator's filled with Czech soda right now. A, they've got about 50 different flavors of it.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Boot.
And B, it's like 4 for $12, and you look at all the other soda prices, and they are stupid expensive.
Oh, yeah.
It is the best deal going.
Actually, wasn't Thrifty Made? Was Thrifty Made one of the OG original in-store brands?
It was. We had Thrifty Made and obviously Czech. We changed a lot of the brands either Winn-Dixie Prestige or National Organics because of the branding. We wanted to make sure they knew what company it was. And the one that didn't change was Czech.
Yeah, baby.
Everyone changed it.
Yeah,
It's
that works.
too well established.
And by the way,
it's its own world.
That Prestige cookies and cream ice cream, don't sleep on that. That's a good time right there. I'm just saying. I check all the different cookies and cream. That's a good one.
You are a god, Mr. Bradshaw.
This guy is,
Sean.
There's an orange pineapple Czech. That's 2 flavors coming together one
okay,
time.
now I'm going to have to try that bad boy.
Look at him. He's got his badge on. That's the greatest. He's got his name tag on.
Oh.
Hey, there we go.
That's awesome, man. I love that. All right.
Soda.
Well, Sean, again, thank you so much for your time, buddy. We wish you guys the very best. Folds of Honor, all the way through July 4th. Donate $5, round up your ticket, and on Mondays they will match it. Let's make as much money as we can for the Folds of Honor. Sean, have a great day, and thank you for everything, brother.
Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Sean.
Thank you, Sean. Take care, man.
All right, 407-916-1041. You can always text us at 77031.
Man,
Very cool.
I would beg my mom for strawberry check.
Bro, we get those 2 liters of Dr. Check and wreck that like it was, like it was straight. Can't say that. Oh,
I'm
Listen,
over
man.
here shotgunning strawberry checks at
Although,
like the age of 6.
Is there seriously an orange pineapple flavor?
Deborah, I'm not joking.
Whoever said it, there's so many flavors
Yeah.
of Check, and it makes you go like, I've never even heard of that kind of soda.
I will tell you, we drank it so often when I was a kid, I did not know it was a store brand. So when I would go other places and look for Check soda, you couldn't find it. And I was like, what is going on?
I bet you a lot of people in their cars right now just found out that Check is Winn-Dixie's brand.
They could probably distribute it elsewhere.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, man, you're right. That strawberry, all those fruit flavors are pretty darn good.
I have to try them now.
Oh, man, it's carbonated just enough that it kind of like hurts so good.
And Jack's
Did
right.
I mention $3 a 12-pack?
You can buy it by the pallet.
Exactly.
All right, 407-916-1041. Load them up. Trivia is next.
We have a prize. You have a phone. Get on board at 407-916-1041. Jim Colbert Show Trivia is brought to you by Cento Family Moving and Storage. That's CENTO moving.com.
This is Chris Broussard. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Staples Stores.
With the news of a potential Kyrie-Brooklyn divorce, the Lakers need to pounce and make the move nobody is expecting. Trade AD for Kyrie. Sounds crazy, right? But the Nets need more size in defense, and LeBron needs a star who can shoot and create his own offense. Lakers can't worry about the optics. They got a title with AD. They need to worry about what works. LeBron and Kyrie have history and a title together. I'm Colin Coward.
Staples has everything you need for school at prices that won't hold you back. This week, 24 packs of Crayola crayons and 4-ounce Elmer's glue are just 50 cents. In-store only, offer N625, limit 30. Don't send your kids back to school, send them forward at Staples, the
And
working and learning store.
Do-it-yourself alarm systems appear to be the solution for home security. The problem is they're cheap and simple to install. That is the problem. Cheap and simple means easy to bypass. Some companies don't even tell you they have that system because the crooks have already figured out how to get around it. And those do-it-yourself cameras are just as bad. You get that video, it gets into your phone. That's great. Then what? They're not calling the cops. It's not calling the fire department for you because it's not an actual alarm system. SafeTouch is. And they have 5 layers of protection for you. That SafeTouch sign lets crooks know to stay away from a SafeTouch house. Their cameras, we just mentioned, analytic technology that makes sure that they know boundaries and humans. They alert the bad guys. They're on camera and are being identified. Then the homeowner gets a video with a direct camera feed. Entry alerts notify the central station before the bad guys ever make it in. That's the always on feature. The two-way communicator, which is the lifeblood of this system. Verified responses go directly to the emergency authorities. No verification. That means faster reaction times for safer people. That's what they're all about. Plus the monitoring center right here in Central Florida and locally UL approved, ready to go. 888-723-8682. Call right now for that free demo for their newest 5-star system. It's safetouch.com. State license EF233.
Did you know the brain develops until you're 25? That means any drugs or alcohol you put into your body affect the way your brain develops. You need your brain for everything you do. Each time teens use drugs or alcohol increases the risk of damage to their brain and body, even death. You have the power to protect your brain. Use the facts about drugs and alcohol to make your future the best it can be. Check out thefactsyourfuture.org. Your future depends on it.
Hey, Central Florida. Don't you miss when life was easy? I sure do. RC Hill here from RC Hill Mitsubishi. Today, buying a car is as easy as one and done. Visit just one dealership, put just $1 down, and you're done. You could drive a new Mitsubishi today, like the all-new 2022 Outlander in stock and ready for delivery. So if you hate your old ride, give it the old one and done, because you could drive a nice new car for just $1 down. Has buying a car been a hassle in the past? We've got the one and done solution for every situation. Still owe on your current loan or lease? One and done. Payments too high? One and done. Nervous about past credit mishaps? One and done. It's that easy. So ditch your old ride, regardless of miles or condition, and drive a nicer, newer car for just $1 down. Only at my one and done sale at RC Hill Mitsubishi. I'm RC Hill. I'm your car dealer next door. See all the cars online at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Credit and $1 down require bank approval. Stock number 1574. $1 down, $289 per month for 72 months at 5.9 APR. Visit rchill.com for details.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning.
I think I need a new air conditioner. It's so hot and my old one...
We now have voice recognition. Simply say what you need.
New air conditioner.
Speak clearly and tell me what it is you want.
New air conditioner.
Go ahead, explain your problem?
You're my problem.
I heard you say there's no problem. Well, jolly good, off you go.
No, there's a problem. I need a new air conditioner.
I heard you say no problem with your air conditioner. Don't know why you called to tell us that.
This would never happen with Frank Gay.
But you didn't call Frank Gay.
Wish I had.
I heard you say...
You heard me say I'm calling Frank Gay.
When you need AC replacement, you need it done right. A friendly, helpful team to guide you, and the air in your home cool, clean, and comfortable for years to come. That's the Frank Gay way.
I heard you say you wish you had called Frank Gay. Was that it? Did I get it right this time?
FrankGayServices.com.
Hey, hot dogs, sausages.
Maybe instead of using a stadium vendor to feed the office, we should have just ordered through Easy Cater.
I got nachos here. Nachos?
Yeah, right here. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, it was fun at first, but it is kind of disruptive.
Cheesesteak here. Who wants a cheesesteak?
Over here.
Coming at you.
Oh, right in the face.
Some food just doesn't work at work, but Easy Cater just does. Food for work on time and as ordered from over 85,000 restaurants. Order 24/7 at EasyCater.com.
No matter what I get, it's 20% off every day when I spend $1 on the McDonald's app. So yesterday was my please the whole fam on the way to the game meal. Today is my finally get them to stop asking, are we there yet meal. Who knows what tomorrow will be? Maybe a delicious crispy chicken sandwich all for myself meal. Whatever it is, it's a win. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Offer valid through December 31st, 2022 at participating McDonald's. Valid once a day. Excludes tax. McD app download and registration required.
When the daily grind feels like it's coming to a halt, that's when I hit up the drive-thru at McDonald's for an ice-cold drink. Order up a frozen drink like frozen Coke, frozen Fanta Blue Raspberry, or new frozen Sprite Lemonade. Get any size for just $1.79. Or try any size McCafe Frappe or smoothie for just $2.99. When you're in need of some big drink energy, remember, it's more than a drink, it's a McDonald's drink. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Coca-Cola, Fanta, Sprite, and Lemonade are registered trademarks of the Coca-Cola Company.
I'm Roger Waters, and this is not a drill.
This is the real deal. Pink Floyd's Roger Waters' This Is Not a Drill North American Tour rolls across the U.S.
How would you like to join me on tour?
Here's your chance to win a VIP trip for two to Las Vegas to see Roger Waters live in concert. First class airfare, front row tickets, and more from AEG.
Wow.
Text the nationwide keyword Roger to 200-200. You'll get a confirmation text and info. Standard data and message rates apply in this nationwide contest. That's Roger to 200-200.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by Tools Ace Hardware.
The Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.1.
Great job, Ross. I'm glad you did that, but please tell me that you remembered to refill the blinker fluid after you did the light bulbs.
That's a very good point.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Yeah, you know too
There
much
you
now.
go, Ross.
It's no
There
fun.
you go.
It's no fun when you do your research.
Hey,
Stay dumb for the show. I do.
I can't.
All right, 407
I'm
916
evolving.
1041. Welcome back
It's the haircut.
to the Jim Colbert Show. Yeah, you got to check out Ross's new haircut. He looks
Yeah,
very young.
very
He looks hot.
dapper.
JimColbertLive.com.
Ooh,
Twitch, guys, check him out.
Oh.
YouTube chat, check him out.
You still got time to walk on the wild side.
If only I had a segment that we can indulge.
Oh,
Hey,
Guess
all
we'll wait
right.
15 minutes to get the real comedy out of this Monday Lounge.
This is too good of a haircut for a Monday lounge.
I disagree.
Ooh.
I got to tell you, dog, I disagree. Perfect haircut for the lounge. Welcome back
that's
on
creepy.
Jim, Deb, Jack, and Ross are here. Speaking of Ross, let's find out what's in the jar.
All aboard!
Chugga chugga.
Choo choo!
Clickety-clack, clickety-clack.
Perfect clickety clack. My God, I have a pair of tickets to see the single greatest soccer team in the world. Orlando City SC coming off of a big win against Houston over the weekend. 3 points, an amazing assist from our big splash summer signing and Mr. Torres. They are facing DC United. That's going down what other day than Monday, July 4th at Exploria Stadium. Kickoff is 7 p.m., and that is your sauce jar, which is brought to you by
Cento Family Moving and Storage. Go local and support a family-owned and operated Orlando moving and storage company. Best part is, mention the Jim Colbert Show because that will snag you a discount.
Yeah, player.
Book them today at CentoMoving.com. That's C-E-N-T-O Moving.com. Perfect clickety-clack. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Deborah. So much. Ross, who goes first today?
Let's welcome Josh.
Josh, right there at the bottom. Josh, what's going on, brother?
I think it's biblical.
Oh, just headed home from the beach. How y'all doing?
Right on.
Was it packed?
Yes, it was.
Oh, very nice.
Are you driving sober?
Yes, I am.
Hey, a little bit of a gap. A little bit of a gap.
A little pause.
Took your time to process that a little bit.
How should I answer this?
All right, Josh, you want to play a little game with us?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it indeed.
Game show.
I still hear gay show.
All right, Josh, we got an easy game here for you. 1 question, 4 answers. One of those answers is a lie. It's not true. If you can find it, I will send you to the sauce jar and then, of course, off to see our Orlando City Soccer Club. Try to grab another 3 points. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Here we go. On this day in 1944, that's 1944, Congress charters the CIA.
Oh.
Beginning what will be one of the U.S.'s most controversial agencies in its entire history. Here are 3 fun facts about the CIA and 1 MIB of a lie. Number 1, the Starbucks at the CIA headquarters is the only one in the world that doesn't ask for your name.
Shut.
Number 2, the CIA spent $20 million surgically installing microphones into cats to eavesdrop on targets. Number 3, as an agent of the CIA, you can only use CIA-approved doctors, dentists, and medical specialists. And lastly, there are 2 musical acts the CIA uses to torture detainees, the Red Hot Chili Peppers and Eminem. Which of those is a lie?
I'm going to have to say the last one.
No, that's absolutely true.
Ooh, wow.
They've gone through a number of bands. Currently, what they use as of last that they knew is they use Red Hot Chili Peppers and Eminem. Red Hot Chili Peppers specifically because the guitar sounds have proven to cause stress to go through the roof on people who have to listen to it at loud volumes for long periods of time.
What is your name? Give him Eminem. Let's welcome Jennifer.
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 How you doing? You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, we're talking about the CIA here. Number 1, the Starbucks at the CIA headquarters is the only one in the world that doesn't ask for your name. Number 2, the CIA spent $20 million surgically installing microphones into cats to eavesdrop on targets. Or lastly, as an agent of the CIA, you can only use CIA-approved doctors, dentists, and medical specialists.
I love Starbucks, so I'm just going to say number 1, the Starbucks.
No, that's absolutely true.
Yes!
That's absolutely true.
Thank you, Jennifer.
The Starbucks at Langley, which is, I guess, where the headquarters of the CIA is.
Allegedly.
You can't, right. They don't ask for your name. Like, oh, can I start something for you, X? Or 5, or whatever your name is.
Agent 86.
Right.
That is so
crazy, huh?
funny. That's not great. That's hysterical.
Who's next?
Let's welcome Scott.
Scott, there you go. Scott, how you doing, brother?
School.
Outstanding. Thank you.
All right, man, we're talking about the CIA. Find the lie for me. He had a 50-50 shot here. Number 1, the CIA spent $20 million surgically installing microphones into cats to eavesdrop on targets. Or, as an agent of the CIA, you can only use CIA-approved doctors, dentists, and medical specialists.
The cats.
No, that is absolutely true.
No,
Called Operation Kitty. Operation Kitty.
They really took a day off there.
They surgically installed microphones and recording devices into cats and spent $20 million trying to teach cats to go certain places so they can record.
Oh, that's their first mistake.
And they didn't use any of the information.
Of course not. You can't. As soon as you tell a cat where you want it to
you're
go,
done.
it's going to go in the opposite direction.
Derek, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good, Jim. I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah, you're doing very good. Tell me if this last remaining clue is a lie or not. As an agent of the CIA, you can only use CIA-approved doctors, dentists, and medical specialists.
Boy, that's a tough one. I'm going to say that's the one.
Yeah, it's the one, dog.
Yay! You scared us.
I love the drama. I do. Very nice. Thanks. I appreciate that. Ross will take care of you, Derek, and get all the information for you. Just hang loose right there. Let's learn a few other things about the CIA before we find out what's coming up for Ross Thoughts. I like that, huh? That Starbucks one's kind of crazy, right?
That is.
It's just so funny.
So what do they do instead? Order number.
I love the fact that you found 3 crazier ones than
I
the
know.
fake one.
And the fake one's not even really that
Yeah, it seems logical.
It's that's not
well
surprising.
played, sir.
I will tell you.
That was well played.
That was Puzzle Master quality right there. Oh, full size. There we go.
Puzzle Master returns. There are so many things. I could have done the entire show about the effed up stuff that they have linked to the CIA. It's not even...
Careful, they're listening, dude.
Some of it is so unbelievable. Like, we'll just get to a couple of these. Here we go. In the memorial for fallen agents at CIA headquarters, there are no names, just a star representing the agent. So when you go in there and you look at their thing of fallen agents, it's not agents. There's no name, no initials. It's just a star, as if that person represents somebody who showed up at kindergarten that day.
Wow. And how many? I mean, I'm assuming there's a lot of stars.
Well, yeah. I mean,
they're
sadly.
Yeah.
Operation Merlin was started to send flawed blueprints to Iran for building a nuclear bomb via a Russian scientist spy. So basically what they did is they released blueprints of a nuclear bomb. They gave it to a Russian scientist to give to Iran so that we could, give them false information. But the problem was the Russian scientists figured out the problem and fixed it and then gave them the plans. The country we have a problem with getting nuclear right now.
Man.
Boom.
And lastly, I won't enrage you with any of the other stuff. We actually may turn this into a segment.
Well,
true or not true? Did the CIA do this or not?
All right.
In the 1950s, some CIA agents were trained by magicians to use sleight of hand to more effectively pickpocket or poison unsuspected targets. So they took lessons from guys like Doug Henning.
Yeah.
Remember him?
Yes, I do.
Guys who were very good at up close magic. They learned those skills so that they could either take things from people or poison them without being noticed or seen. That's just where it starts with the CIA. Man, oh man. Man, oh man.
Have you
do you realize that the CIA was partly responsible for the Haight-Ashbury LSD movement? Do you guys know that?
Oh, yeah.
That they were proven to be spilling through street vendors LSD into that city and basically created and ended the Summer of Love all in one as a social experiment? That's documented and proved, by the way.
Wow. Have you ever seen the movie Confessions of a Dangerous Mind?
No,
Sam Rockwell?
Yes.
The host of, I believe, The Gong Show and that whole conspiracy theory?
Yeah, it was Chuck Barris was was the guy. Yeah, that was a whole thing, too. Like he was some kind of spy or some kind of agent.
Yeah.
He was an assassin for the CIA.
Yeah.
Oh, is that just what he told the ladies that,
When you read about this agency, the fact is you don't know anything.
You don't know anything about anyone.
There is no reality.
No,
there is no verifiable reality inside that agency. I got into a little bit of a wormhole about the CIA today, and I was like, "My God Almighty!"
Now you're on
why they
a
call
list.
Exactly. They're extra watching you now, Colbert. I'm just going to slide over here.
The slang term for them is spooks, right? Because you're like ghosts. That's the whole idea. I think CIA agents are known as spooks in the business. I think it's CIA guys or feds are known as spooks. Like people don't have names or IDs
so
or
it's
anything.
Really MIB.
You are basically an anonymous living agent human being that can do whatever.
They probably burn your thumbprint.
I was just wondering if they have that same machine like they do in Men in Black where it burns all your fingerprints off.
Probably.
Probably borrowed it.
What's coming up for thoughts?
Well, we've talked about it a little bit today, but I got a haircut and I need to tell you how good it makes me feel. It's making me feel real good. It makes me want to re-meet you guys.
Mm-hmm. It makes me want to ask you how much the cookies are. Because you look like a little Boy Scout.
I know it, but it's a lot of fun being a Boy Scout again.
All right, so we're going to talk about your haircut?
Yeah, and just the power of a haircut. I get haircuts once a year-ish. I think the last time I got a haircut was 13 months ago.
Well, this is not the last one you're getting before the wedding, right? You'll get all dolled up before the wedding, right?
I don't know. You can't stop me.
All right, we'll find out.
I really like this one.
We'll find out if you can
Winning
stop me
Wednesdays
next.
happen every Wednesday on our Instagram page at Real Radio 1041 with a new prize available every Wednesday. Real Radio 1041 on Instagram is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Still looking at your normal slow traffic right now as you travel east and westbound on I-4 between US 27 and the 429 and between the Beach Line and State Road 535. Looking at a serious crash that has shut down all southbound lanes on John Young Parkway just north of the Beach Line at Cordova Park Drive. Another crash causing southbound delays on OBT and is blocking the left lane just north of Holden Avenue. If you see traffic problems, call the Safe Touch Security Traffic.com tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Samantha Canning.
This report is sponsored by Amtrak. Avoid the hassles of travel when you ride Amtrak. Long lines? Nope. Airplane mode? Forget about it. Middle seats? Never heard of them. Get to your destination the relaxing and easy way. Stress-free summer. Just an Amtrak away. Book now at Amtrak.com.
Man, we live in Central Florida, and it is hot. Hot to like October. That's why you have to have a reputable AC company on your side all summer long. For me, for Ross, it's Mills Air. They've been doing this for 30 years. Take that experience and let these guys use it to get you the best system out there, or take care of the system you have right now. The cool thing is their techs know them all inside and out. You don't have to know what kind of AC you have. They can deal with it. Not to mention they're Carrier factory authorized dealers. That could get you up to $1,275 in rebates towards that brand new Carrier unit. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier, and you can always turn to Mills Air. Family owned and operated, ready to help you right now. Call and schedule your appointment today. 407-277-1159. Find them online easily at millsair.com.
Right now at International Diamond Center, you can get that Rolex watch you've always dreamed of and spread your payments over 5 years with zero interest. That's right. Now for a limited time, IDC's incredible 5-year zero interest plan is available on over 800 luxury pre-owned Rolex watches. Luxury timepieces have never been so affordable. IDC's buyers have scoured the country, buying up only the best of the best pre-owned Rolexes, the ones you can't find anywhere else. Daytonas, Batmans, Pepsis, Datejusts, Submariners, each one carefully inspected and in pristine condition. If you've been trying to find a Rolex, you know what a challenge it is. But IDC has the model you want in stock now at a very competitive price. And now through June 30th, you can pick out the Rolex you've always wanted. We'll make it more affordable than ever with special 5-year zero interest financing. Hurry in for the best selection. We've got hundreds of Rolex watches for both men and women. Don't miss this opportunity to get the Rolex you deserve. Only at International Diamond Center. On approved credit, some restrictions apply. See store for details or shop IDC.com.
It's been said that good fences make good neighbors. Your friends at Fence Outlet couldn't agree more. Whatever style, whatever color, just share your ideas. And your friends at Fence Outlet will have the right application for you. For quality fences at the best prices, go to fenceoutlet.com.
License number C10252 and C10803.
My husband keeps asking to get an old van we could renovate and live in.
Hashtag van life.
But I'm perfectly happy with my Pacifica. It has available screens mounted in seat backs for the kiddos.
I want to build storage compartments everywhere.
Right. It's called Stow and Go seating. Available in the Pacifica, you can fold the seats into the floor or just have perfectly designed hidden storage compartments.
Hey, I'm a van life dreamer.
And I live in the real world. The Chrysler Pacifica. It's the van life for real life.
Second row Stow and Go, not available in Pinnacle or hybrid models.
A beautiful new fence from our friends at Mossy Oak Fence increases the safety and security for your family, your children, and your pets. Have children in a pool? Ask about their custom pool fences. Visit mossyoakfences.com and let the Mossy family protect your family.
Roof now, pay later. Tadlock Roofing offers the best financing in the industry. Get started at tadlockroofing.com.
One name in roofing stands on top. Tadlock.
Tadlockroofing.com.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. The one who just thought about checking your phone. How about don't? The car is no place for multitasking. Trust me. That text can wait. Those notifications can go unchecked. Did you know that you can be stopped and ticketed in Florida for texting and driving? So put that phone down and focus on driving. This message brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
Doug. Chances are you're jamming in your car right now. And since Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance so you only pay for what you need, Limu and I are going to show you some safe car dance moves. Hit it. Everybody, check your blind spots real quick. Now hands on the wheel. Put them 10 in 2 and move your head like a bird do. Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Hi, this is Joe Cordell with the law firm Cordell & Cordell. When the prospect of divorce becomes a reality, you need a partner that you can count on. If you're a man in this situation, consider contacting Cordell & Cordell. We've helped men navigate complex legal matters for 30 years.
Contact Cordell & Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's Orlando area attorneys, a partner men can count on. Office in Orlando. Online at CordellCordell.com. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
This hour of talk is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.
It's official. Tijuana Flats now has carnitas.
Whoa! Yes!
We're turning up the Tex-Mex flavors full blast with our new cranked-up carnitas. Try our new Queso Blanco Carnitas Chimichanga, the Chipotle Barbecue Pork Tacos topped with bacon and barbecue sauce, and the Spicy Habanero Carnitas Burrito. And try our new Dueling Queso Appetizer, featuring new Queso Blanco. Order carnitas now at TijuanaFlats.com.
This hour of programming brought to you in part by FAS Windows and Doors.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman & Lind studio. Your accident, your future, your attorney. Contact them at whenyounneedus.com or call pound 546 from your cell. You're listening to WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station. This is the Jim Colbert Show. Also available on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Just search The Jim Colbert Show.
Somebody just texted and said CIA agents. They say it's not an agent, but it is an agency, so I say agent.
Yeah.
Whatever they are or aren't, they can't use credit cards or debit cards. It's always cash.
It's amazing the amount of interest and text that topic for trivia has generated on Real Mobile 77031.
Yeah, it really has, and I was right. They are spooks. But I tell you, the cool thing about what just happened is I got a ton of really good suggestions of shows or movies that deal with the CIA and the history of that, which is kind of cool. I'm making notes of all of them, so I'm now painfully interested in it. All right, 407-916-1041. Welcome back, and thanks for listening. We appreciate that very much. I am Jim. Deb is right there.
Hello.
Jack is right there.
Hello.
Ross has some thoughts.
It's weird.
New Ross.
It's funny.
Put together.
Sometimes. It's Ross. Spelled like sauce.
I'm ready.
It's Ross Thoughts.
Ross Thoughts is brought to you by Mills Air. And I can't believe I had long hair when my AC wasn't working before I called them.
That is crazy.
I had so much hair that now when I look to the left or right, I'm overshooting it.
Yeah. Do you lots of love that? Because it's long enough. I think you could probably, or is it not long enough?
I mean, why you gotta make it sound like a bad guy?
Yeah.
I did not locks of love it.
Way to go, Ross.
Yeah,
Jack,
really, Ross.
No, you guys like me. You guys like me. Jack.
No, I mean, no. Yeah, I like you. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Of course we like you.
Of course I like you.
Yeah, we like you.
Yeah.
What happened to the volume there?
What do you mean the volume? What are you talking about? We like you.
We like you,
really
Ross.
like you.
Look, here's your bell.
We love you, Ross.
But now you guys are going to love me more because, my God, am I put together. Also, I'll be honest with you, a little nerve-wracking getting your hair cut by your fiance's mom.
Oh, that's right. I was going to ask you how long this decision took. Because we know it took you 6 days to change your lamps.
Yeah, okay, give or take.
I've been just saying, I know that, and getting your haircut's not your favorite thing, right?
It's a two-shot if you're following us Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Double the Ross.
Double the great haircut. This is the
Run
best
your fingers through your bangs.
This is the best haircut I've ever had.
It actually seems darker now that it's shorter.
I know, because it's smoother, baby.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Very sensuous.
It's so nice.
Sultry.
I kind of like... I said that I was joking. I want to re-meet you guys. I wish I could re-meet my girl's parents with this haircut. And
you met her as a moppet?
Yeah, moppet.
I think that's a thing. It's a full-size Muppet.
It was the.
I'll look it up.
Look that up for me. It could be just a cancer center. That's Moffat. My bad. Go forward.
This haircut is making me feel real good, and I have not felt real good about how I look to the rest of the world.
You skipped into work today.
Do you want to know something? He is a moppet.
Yeah.
The definition of a moppet.
We're going back to this?
Is a small, endearingly sweet child.
There you go.
Give him a ding.
Yeah.
A moppet ding.
Don't ding it.
Ding. Oh.
Don't touch my keyboard.
I was trying to hit your hand away from the...
You were saying?
Goo goo gaga. I feel like whatever I'm saying is that's all you guys are going to hear. Gaga, goo goo.
No, you're fine. I'm listening to you as a grown man.
I changed light bulb.
I did not. I didn't even bring it up.
Give me a bell, please.
I didn't ask for the
Just
bell.
go on. Ignore him. He's
How am I
doing this on
supposed to
purpose.
ignore? He's right. He's 2 feet away from me.
Move through it. Look at me. Eye contact.
All I'm saying is that, like, I want to walk into a car dealership right now.
What does that have to do with anything?
Check my credit score.
Yeah, because, like, with this haircut, this is car dealership haircut. I'm ready to buy a car.
It's a $750.
Yeah.
That's where they'll look at him, and then they won't judge him after they look at his car.
I'll never forget. I walked up to a guy because I was like, when I was really young, I was thinking about buying a Mini Cooper, and this guy looked at me and he was like, "Yeah, man, I don't know, man. I don't think this is for you." And I was like, "What? How do you know?" And then I looked at the price, and he was right, but that's irrelevant. I want to walk up to that guy just to see if he would be like, "Hey, our newest model's over here," because I think that's the type of haircut I got. I forgot how good a great haircut can make you feel.
Like if you were looking at the Mini Coopers, he would actually walk up to you and say, "Sir, sir, sir, that is not what you're talking about. You need the luxury line. We're on this side of the room for that haircut."
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I FaceTimed my best friend just to be like, "Huh? What do you think?" I feel great. This is amazing.
What'd your best friend say?
That's no C-Class Mercedes. That's the E-Class.
Yeah, man, I can't wait to look into cars and find out how nice of a compliment that was.
Just one step up, but it's good.
Okay, one step. Is there a step higher?
Yeah. That's
No,
fine
there's
with me.
not. Let's just give this to me.
That's fine. There's not.
I just, Deb, you get your hair done. You get your hair done like what? Once every 2 months, 3 months?
It should be sooner than that, but yeah.
Jack's on top of it.
Yeah, 6 weeks to 2 months.
I see where this is going.
Is this a Supercuts thing, Jack? Do you do your own hair?
No.
Now, where do you go?
I have a hair
person.
Yeah.
Same person for a while?
Yes.
Wow.
She's very good and reasonably priced.
Maybe I should get her number.
What do we do with that?
This is your segment, buddy.
Yeah, but he
handle it.
He just dropped a
Handle it.
Jack, shoot me her number if you don't mind.
Yeah, sure.
She's done wonders for you. I'm sure she could do the same for me.
Is she gonna move an eyebrow? What is she gonna do? Are you gonna dye it? Are you gonna dye?
That's got nothing to do with my weight. You call me fat?
No, what?
You just asked me if I was going to diet.
No, I'm saying.
What do you mean fat? What are you calling me fat?
I'm not. I said diet in the sense of your hair. Dye it.
Oh, I see. My apologies.
I could see you with a good chestnut brown of a, Scully.
No.
I tried that. I can show you a picture with me actually using chestnut brown, the actual color. It is horrible. Let's just say they used the wrong explanation of what brown it was.
Yeah, so then you started sweating, and then you Rudy Giuliani.
No, that's exactly what happened.
Started leaking. You need toilet paper to wipe your hair.
That wasn't a high point. It was not a high point.
I want, this
Why didn't you ask me who cut my hair?
What was that?
Why didn't you ask me? You asked Deborah if she cut her hair. You asked Jack if he cut his hair. We're talking about your hair. You didn't mention mine. I do have hair.
You do?
And
I did.
It was just recently cut.
I just cut my hair. I do my own hair.
I know that.
The training was relentless to be able to do this.
Did you hear the laughter, the quiver of laughter?
No one's laughing.
I hear
this is
everything.
serious.
You're being disrespectful, Rob.
Anyway,
I am not.
Let's move forward from your hate.
You're no longer being an endearingly sweet child.
You have 2 minutes.
Take your moppet away.
What I'm saying is that I'm pretty sure my handshakes are stronger right now with this haircut.
Yeah, you look more formidable.
Right?
Yeah.
Don't I look like who I'm not? A little bit?
Like if Tony Hawk had a brother, you kind of pulling off a Tony Hawk brother thing?
I'll take Tony Hawk brother thing.
Yeah.
But it was a little nerve-wracking getting your hair cut by your soon-to-be mom-in-law because part of you is like, don't mess this up because I don't want to fake it that hard.
Right.
And then she got done cutting it and she took her time. So I was expecting, high things. My expectations were skyrocketing.
Right, yeah. You're
Then
expecting some Donny Osmond.
I looked at myself in the mirror and I went, oh my God, she nailed it.
Yeah,
and then I thought, oh, this is what she wants me to look like.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh,
There you go.
yeah.
Bravo.
You're
Ding.
now the doable hippie.
Yeah.
There you go.
Before you were not.
God, man. I'm never going this long without a haircut. I think
You should keep it like that. That's a good look for you.
That is a great look.
I
like it.
I think I'm gonna try. What is that? What the hell? I think I'm gonna try this new thing for
Which is?
first time in my life. You may have heard of it. It's called caring.
Okay. it can have some positive outcomes.
Yeah. I'm going to care. What do you guys think about that?
I did have respect for your previous approach. You cut it really short and then you ignore it for a year.
Yeah.
Because I thought the savings on that was
brilliant.
great.
Now, let me ask you a quick question. And being dead honest here, do you think your fiance likes your hair like this, or do you think she likes it kind of wild and kind of grown out like that? Does she show you more attention one way or the other?
Well, it's funny that you say that because after the haircut, I looked at, my mom-in-law, soon-to-be mom-in-law, and now official hairdresser because she absolutely nailed it.
Yeah.
That's what she does for a living. I go, where did you find this haircut? What made you want to give me this haircut? And then she pulled up her phone, and it was a bunch of text messages from my fiance saying, give him this. So to answer your question, she likes it like this. And guess what? I'm getting married this year, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to be good at it because this is the way it's going to be.
Wait.
Good for you. Ding.
And those are your Ross Thoughts. And Ross Thoughts is brought to you by, of course, Mills Air. Not sure if you've been outside, but everybody is sweating. It's unbelievably hot. And if your AC isn't working, I don't know why you have not called Mills Air. They could not have helped me out more. I love my AC unit. They took care of me, and they can take care of you. They've been at it for over 30 years when it comes to air conditioning here in Central Florida. Mills Air is a Carrier factory authorized dealer. I love my Carrier unit. It's amazing, super quiet. Their techs can service, though, any brand out there, so don't worry. But if you do have a Carrier, turn to the experts at Carrier. Call today, schedule your appointment, 407-277-1159, or just visit their website on millsair.com. Those are your thoughts. Get a haircut. I'm out. Peace. I'm responsible.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Our buddy Ray Trinley's up next from TK Law.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7. It's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by Gringos Locos and SecuredRoofingAndRestoration.com. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James, Miguel, Mike, and Ken. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash? Contact Clausman Law at clausmanlaw.com.
Still looking at your normal slow traffic right now as you travel east and westbound on I-4 between US 27 and the 429 and between the Beach Line and State Road 535. Looking at a serious crash that has shut down all southbound lanes on John Young Parkway just north of the Beach Line at Cordova Park Drive. Another crash causing southbound delays on OBT and is blocking the left lane just north of Holden Avenue. If you see traffic problems, call the Safe Touch Security Traffic.com tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Samantha Canning.
This report is sponsored by Racetrack. What if you could have the bright, delicious flavors of summer all in one can? Racetrack is here to keep you refreshed with a free limited-time strawberry apricot 12-ounce Red Bull when you buy two. Hurry before the sun sets on this summer deal. Racetrack, whatever gets you going.
Journey into the future of space travel at Gateway, the Deep Space Launch Complex, now open at the Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex. We just broadcast from there last week, and wow, what an amazing facility, now open, ready for you to take all the great tours, the space journeys, the Red Planet, Daring Explorers, Cosmic Wonders, Uncharted Worlds. Look at the Starliner, the stuff from SpaceX. They actually have the rocket booster that sent the Tesla into space. Tons of cool stuff. As always, they do it right at the Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex. It's time to visit Deep Space Launch Complex. Find all the information and tickets at KennedySpaceCenter.com.
Make this the year you go to our iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Tickets are on sale now at AXS.com.
A A weekend full of superstar performances, never seen before collaborations, and once-in-a-lifetime moments you'll have to see to believe.
Friday, September 23rd and Saturday the 24th at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas.
Our 2022 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Buy your tickets now at AXS.com.
It's simply the best when you have fresh groceries at great prices delivered to your door. Kroger's delivery pros guarantee your food is handled with care. And our refrigerated trucks make sure every order gets to you extra fresh. From veggies to meat, cereal to frozen treats, order everything you need with just one click. Start your cart now. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
I could ask my family for money, and I'm sure they'd help me out, but I'd rather depend on me.
An Amscot cash advance could mean up to $500 on the spot with no credit check. Get started at Amscot.com.
Amscot.
Some restrictions apply.
Whether you're a plumber, roofer, electrician, or carpenter, a pro's got to have the right tools. Like Lowe's Pro Business Credit Cards. The cards that have every pro's back, big or small, giving you more flexibility and more credit options. Because at Lowe's, every pro is an MVP to us. Take your business to the next level and apply now. Subject to credit approval. See store at Lowe's.com/credit for details. U.S. only.
Some Americans will spend $200,000 on rent over a lifetime. It's time to invest in yourself instead of your landlord. Meet Divvy, a new kind of rent-to-own. Pre-qualify online and use your approved budget to shop for a dream home. After you move in, built-in savings grow into a future down payment. And within 3 years, you're mortgage ready. Get your home shopping budget for free at livedivvy.com. That's LIVEDIVVY.com. Divvy Homes is represented by Divvy Brokerage LLC in certain markets. For more information, visit divvyhomes.com/brokerage-licensing.
Coming in at 5'3", it's #1 mom. She switched to Xfinity and got the all-new 3-for-1 bundle. Unlimited internet, streaming, and Xfinity Mobile. All for what you could pay wireless companies for just one 5G unlimited line. Boom! Shakalaka! That's why they call her the Master of Moolah, the Sultan of Savings, the Queen of Cash. And now, also with Xfinity Internet, you can get unlimited data, Wi-Fi equipment, and a free Flex 4K streaming box included with a 2-year rate guarantee and no term contract. All for just $30 per month when you add an Xfinity mobile plan at regular rates. Go to Xfinity.com/3-for-1, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit an Xfinity store today. Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and autopay. New fast internet 300 megabits per second customers only. Xfinity Mobile requires post-pay Xfinity Internet. After 24 months, regular rates apply to all services and devices.
At Global Industrial, we make your business our business. We're problem solvers, budget savers, and deadline beaters. So, no matter what you want or where you need it, we have it in stock and ready to ship from our national distribution network. Global Industrial Network supplies businesses and industries in Florida with every product they need to keep their facilities running smoothly and efficiently. Visit globalindustrial.com/Florida to set up a meeting with your local rep today. Global Industrial. We can supply that.
Honey, I'm home.
Don't honey me. I'm still mad at you.
I know, and I'm sorry. It's all my fault.
You and those cheap do-it-yourself cameras. I told you, call SafeTouch, but no, you tried to save a buck. So when those two thieves broke in, our kids were locked in a closet trying to call 911. SafeTouch cameras would have alerted the thieves that they were being recorded, and you and I would have been notified with actual video on our smartphones. The SafeTouch two-way communicator would have already had the emergency authorities on the way.
I know. We really need the SafeTouch 5-star security and surveillance system. I'll call today.
I already did. SafeTouch is installing our new 5-star surveillance system in the morning.
Every family needs the SafeTouch security and surveillance system. Call now and get a free demonstration. 888-723-8682 or online at safetouch.com. Dramatization of actual event. EF 0000233. Terms and conditions apply.
Are you ready for summer? Wherever summer takes you, make sure you take your favorite radio station with you on your adventures with the free iHeartRadio app. That's right. No matter how far from home you travel, this station, the music you love, and the best podcasts in the world will be right there with you in your pocket.
Summer soundtrack.
Sunscreen, flip-flops, and the free iHeart app. Must-haves for any summer checklist. Download the free iHeart Radio app and discover music, radio, and podcasts you'll love this summer.
This hour of programming brought to you in part by FAS Windows and Doors.
The Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.1.
All right. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. I want to thank Ray for the rejoin idea. Thanks, buddy. Great song.
Clearly a choice made by Ray for the music.
Welcome back. I'm Jim. Deb, Jack, and Ross are here as well, and every single Monday around this time we invite our friends over from TK Law. Maybe Steve, it may be Ray. Today we get Friendly Ray Trindley. You guys give it up.
Yay!
OneFirmForLife.com, offices up in Altamont Springs. Any discipline they can handle. You just got back from a big trip. First trip out to Denver, huh, dude?
Yeah, so we flew into Denver and then drove west out to Beaver Creek, which is just outside of Aspen.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I've been to, actually, I skied that resort. Actually, the only time I've skied in Colorado was at Beaver Creek. It's beautiful, by the way.
I wish I brought some golf clubs. I don't know if you've seen the golf course, but it's amazing.
Just gorgeous. That entire property up there around there is, and man, it feels rich.
Yeah, no.
Like you can't, there is no way to walk into or around or on one of those resorts without understanding you need to have a lot more money than you have at that point to be there. It is ridiculous.
Did you spend any time in the Vail Village when you were there?
No. What we did was we did drive by the Aspen Airport, though.
Okay.
that should do it. I've been 70 million, 100 million, 70 million, 100 million, 100 million, 100 million.
I've been to the Vail Village.
Oh, yeah?
Well, I like to hear the people in the Vail Village talk about how they're not that expensive. You should go down to Aspen. And so it's interesting. But speaking of that airport, there was a Phenom private jet that was in that airport. It was looking pretty impressive.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, who was it?
I'm not sure exactly who it was, but it wasn't mine.
Do you know that airport? Is it that airport that has the is it Austin that has the lizard people?
Denver.
Is that Denver?
Denver Airport and that conspiracy?
Did you ever hear about that one?
I did not, but that does not surprise me. The Denver airport is
lizard people living under the airport, right?
Yeah, there's something about lizard people living on that property or something. It's crazy.
The airport itself is a beautiful building, though.
Oh, and you fly in, it looks like a giant circus tent.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It is gorgeous. And then driving up there, I always tell people when you go to Colorado, the thing that's weird about going to Colorado as a flat earther here in Florida is your perspective is all in front of you, because there's no elevation, so everything you see is what you see, as opposed to where there's elevation, Denver being one of them. The scope of where you are is so much greater, and it actually kind of makes you feel a little odd. Because, here you're like, okay, well, I see this, I see that. And even on this 4-story building, it's nothing like being out there.
Well, and just the things you see off in a distance, you don't think are as far away as they are. And then an hour drive later, you're just now into the mountain range.
So we were at Red Rocks with my daughter who lives there. Yeah. We went up there to show, to kind of go up there and just, and show some friends Red Rocks when we went out there, right? And my daughter is in the Air Force, and she works at a base that's way on the other side where they do communications. And you can tell that base because on the side of the mountain there are these concrete, or I don't know what they're made of actually, but there are these giant like balls, right? And I guess inside of them there are communications equipment or whatever.
Sure, right.
But it's kind of a landmark. And my daughter goes, "Hey, you see that way over there, way over there?" It's like, that's where I work. And her fiance looks and says, "Yeah, that's like 48-minute drive from town."
Yeah.
And we were 40 minutes from town, so we were looking at an hour drive, and you could see it like it was right there.
Yeah.
So awesome,
deceptive,
very deceptive. So I actually let's talk about some things you sent over today. This charter school dress code. What is going on with this? What is this? We always hear there's always the worst about charter schools.
Well, so this one actually doesn't have to do with the charter school itself or anybody stealing money, but this one is it's more about how they had rules and policies in place. And this is in North Carolina, And so this particular charter school had rules relating to what clothing women
Like a
could
dress
wear.
code, right?
Absolutely.
Just for girls, though?
So they had different rules for boys. So, for example, boys had to have short hair. So, maybe Ross's haircut would have applied
I think it now works.
I think so. It looks like a little schoolboy now.
We're sending him off.
I'll take it. I'm a
but-
charter boy.
So they did have rules for boys as well, but what was really at issue was whether or not the school itself could require young ladies to wear skirts above, or below a certain length, or dresses, and so they weren't allowed to wear pants. They weren't allowed to wear shorts, and so they brought up an equal protection clause argument, which essentially is having separate rules for boys and girls is just not okay. And
Even real quick, let me interrupt here. Not all charter schools are this, but a lot of them are faith-based, correct?
Some can be. I think it depends on how the charter school is funded.
Right.
And so that was a big part of what the overall analysis from the court was this school received like 98% of its income from the state.
Yeah, that's not good.
No. So they basically said, you're a public school. Everybody can apply here. So you wouldn't be able to have faith-based criteria for policies.
Interesting, though, because also charter schools offer the ability to get in via voucher, correct?
Correct.
So is there a percentage of the clients that have to be paying like a private school for them to be able to designate rules of that nature?
I didn't see that, but they said 98% of the funding comes from the state. So that
shuts it
2% has to come from somewhere. But, the majority of the court just came down and said, you act like a private or a public school. You need to be treating people like you're a public school. And so they said separate rules for young ladies and young men just doesn't work.
So they overruled it, and the kids were able to come to school with whatever they wanted. Was this a faith-based school? Do you know?
I don't believe it was a faith-based school. It was more about traditional gender roles is how I understood it from what it sounds like the evidence at the trial court level was, where boys are supposed to be taught manners and chivalry, and young ladies were supposed to be protected by men. And so it may be a traditional view, but I don't know if it was religious.
Yeah, this says that the education, it was kindergarten through 8th grade. So you're dealing with 5 or 6 years old all the way up to what, 10, 12?
10, 12, yeah, sounds right. So,
well, that's kind of interesting, though, right? I mean, so do you get a lot of that, like where you have to determine like the ethos or morality of a business like that? But was it a parent who filed the suit, I assume?
Yeah, so some parents, along with the ACLU, joined in the lawsuit. And so conceptually, the idea is that they felt as though that these children were being unfairly discriminated against. And the appellate court came down and said that they agreed. And so, as far as how much of this I see in my practice, I don't see it very often. A lot of the law has been carved out over hundreds of years when we talk about family law and civil litigation type work. Now, there's always changes in the law, and those things are evolving, and you've got to look to see how are they being applied. But, gender-based restrictions doesn't come up very often, at least not anymore.
And that's interesting because you get, obviously when you take money from the government, you have to, you don't get to make your own rules because,
Right.
the people who give you the cash or in the school get to do that. But there was a story that came out today about women swimming. I don't mean to spring this on you, but we can kind of have it's kind of on the same vein. I guess the World Swimming Association, I think it was a global decision to not allow women who are transgendered from men. How do you say that properly, by the way, guys?
Transgender.
Just transgender
Think
women.
you nailed it.
But when I say transgender woman, that means formerly a man, correct?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
good. So transgender women cannot compete against women in sports and swimming now. That's a world thing. I don't know if the U.S. Women's Swimming Association has.
It was a FINA.
Yeah, it was FINA.
Yeah, so it was the entire thing. So that's kind of an. So is that open for litigation? Like when you talk about things that you smile, that's interesting. You smile.
Everything's open for litigation.
But you understand.
Here's my card.
Yeah.
But just because you sue doesn't mean you can win. A lot of people do that just to make a point. What I'm trying to say is does this look like a winnable or it obviously looks like a litigious situation, but how do you even begin to argue that? Because, we hear so many arguments for transgender to be inclusive. You want them to be inclusive. You don't want to marginalize any group of people to make them feel inferior. But then again, you can't destroy women's rights by allowing men to compete against women regardless of, where they are. And I know that there's also one of the caveats of this is if the transgender, if
they transition. So I'm reading this story
after
right
12.
now. Yeah, so FINA's president, Hussein Al-Maslam, told the Associated Press, quote, "This is not saying that people are encouraged to transition by the age of 12. It's what the scientists are saying, that if you transition after the start of puberty, you have an advantage, which is unfair," end quote.
Right. Do you? I mean, obviously we are hearing this a lot now. Obviously in schools here in the U.S. we hear that. I mean, if you were approached by a student that was being denied the ability to play on a team because of the transgender, I mean, how would you even begin to litigate that? Where would you even start?
So similar to this lawsuit, you're probably talking about an equal protection under the law type argument. And so whether it's an international governing body or a national governing body or a state governing body, you should always have the due process right of filing an appeal and saying, we don't agree with your decision and we want to be heard on this. And so that's where it starts, right? You start with disagreeing with the decision that's been made by the body. And then the question that, you got to figure out at that point, and when you're looking at a case like this is, under what criteria are we going to determine what's fair? And so it's what's really interesting, and it wasn't about this at all, but while I was in Colorado, they had a situation where there were two transgender girls who were in track, running track. And I think it was 100 meters or whatever the event was, and they were banned from participating. And so they were doing a local interview, and what they were talking about is exactly what Deb mentioned, the science behind puberty and the advantage that provides, the muscle density, issues, being stronger, faster, more endurance, having, more dense bone structure.
The
right?
twitch of your muscle, fast or slow twitch. I mean, all that matters, right?
And so they were going in a very detailed biological argument saying this is why this would not be fair to the other participants. And so then the question becomes, is there some level of overlap where it's fair to everybody, right? So you have, I kind of think of like race cars, right? You've got closed class and open class race cars. And maybe you do something like that where it makes it, more neutral or equal. But
is that where all this is headed? Basically, is litigating where and when these particular people can compete in against people that are also fairly aligned.
Yeah, I think that's exactly where it's going to end up. And one of the hard parts, and this is probably something that works out over time, is what I was listening to when I was watching this interview was apparently there are a lot of young ladies and their families that are pulling them out of athletics in Colorado, saying we don't want to allow our children to participate in these sports activities. We'd rather go play club sports, so basically paying to play to avoid having this issue. And so
that's
a funding issue at that point.
Yeah, it is. And and I will tell you, one of the sports where this gets real interesting, because what people don't realize about Division I sports when it comes to female athletics is this. I think there are only 3 disciplines of sport that get full rides for female athletics. Did you guys know that? As opposed to males, you can get a full ride golf.
Like 100 sports.
There's 100 sports where you can get a complete ride, a full scholarship. That means books, everything, room and board. I think it's softball, basketball, and volleyball.
That sounds correct.
For girls. Yeah. That's it.
Not even swimming?
I don't think full
Swimming,
scholarships.
Crew, none of that.
Not full rides.
Wow.
Partial rides, yes. You can get partial rides, yes. But full rides, only 3 sports, I believe, if I'm correct, and somebody will correct me, I'm sure, but if I can remember right from when we were kind of looking at this, and those 3, when you look at it, not even track, I don't believe, those 3, when you look at the transgender input, could be dramatic.
Yeah.
Playing Division I against a male that is, or a female that formerly was a male, started transitioning maybe at 16, 17 or whatever, and now playing Division I volleyball with a leap differential of could be 6 inches. I mean, everything is different. I mean, there's no way. And the club sports really are kind of where it's going. The problem is when you get Division I, you don't play club in Division I. Once you enter your high school, people don't play high school because it's not competitive enough.
Sure.
Those are only people coming from your district. When you play club ball, you're playing the best in that city. sometimes the best in that entire area. So as opposed to drawing from a 10 square mile radius, or circle, you're drawing from 100 miles. And that's what you're playing against in club. That's why most girls, when they play these sports seriously, play club, because that's the only way they can get noticed by Division I schools.
And women's club soccer is national.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely. So is volleyball, buddy.
Yeah, absolutely. So, it's one of those things where the competition level is obviously greatly increased by playing club sports, which allows you to get some of that notoriety. It's just a really tough issue, and I think one of the things that is easy to look beyond and forget about, because we're talking about the law and we're talking about how it's applied, is regardless of whether or not they were biologically a boy or a girl at the time of their birth, and whether or not they decided to transition, these are still children, and they still have the same insecurities, and they have the same issues that every child has, and to be marginalized and treated differently is got to be really tough. And I think that's one of the things that is often forgotten in these legal battles is, these children, and I hate to say it this way, are kind of getting sacrificed to say, you need to be the face of this battle right now. And you can only imagine the ridicule that those children are facing. And
I'm truly sympathetic to it.
Yeah,
I mean,
me too.
And by the way, my stance doesn't really rub a lot of people the wrong way, but I'm a dad of athletes. I watch these girls kill themselves for an opportunity to even get a scholarship to a D2 school anywhere. Kill themselves. Didn't go to prom, didn't go to homecoming, didn't date. All they did was live, breathe, and eat volleyball for years. Their entire lives were ignored to be good at that. And only to, in some cases, of course, this is not overwhelming in any of these sports, but imagine doing that and then having to play with somebody or against somebody who didn't really have to do all that, because naturally they're just going to be more athletic than you. I am unbelievably sympathetic, but it doesn't make it less fair.
Oh, I don't disagree with you. And I will say that for me, there were always those. So I wrestled, I played football, grew up in South Florida, which is a powerhouse in both of those sports. And for me, that there were always those children that I played sports with that were naturally more athletic, more gifted, and more talented. And then when we went to the collegiate level, those kids were a dime a dozen. Right. And you're talking about the competition level. And so to take one of those players, let's say those young men that is genetically gifted, and if they were deciding to transition over, it wouldn't be fair. And, the military has different standards for the physical fitness test for men and women. Firefighters and law enforcement have different standards. And the reason is there are natural limitations.
Yeah, the physical abilities.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so I think that has to be considered. And I don't know why.
I wouldn't have to. I sympathize. I would not want to have to argue that on behalf of anyone, because it's impossible not to be on the bad side of it in one way, shape, or another. You had a quick comment, buddy?
Yeah, I mean,
because we only got a few minutes.
Just a little devil's advocate here, and I completely understand where you're coming from, but the whole massive part about sports are those genetic differences. Now, I know that in that topic, it's a whole different conversation, but that's the whole point of competition, is that some people are born with God-given abilities. No one has the same height or strength or anything like that.
I'll give you a really good example. Caitlyn Jenner is also a zero handicap golfer. So
not surprised.
Imagine if Caitlyn Jenner, who can bomb it like 270, has to play against, again.
And I think she's also in favor of banning transgender athletes. But I will also say this.
I hate the word ban. It sucks, but I mean.
Every athletic organization that I'm aware of, other than maybe the infancy of the UFC, has some restrictions on what types of drugs you can ingest, because you do get a competitive edge if you have higher HGH levels. You do get a competitive edge if you have higher testosterone levels. And so, again, it's science, right? It allows you to be stronger, faster, have more endurance. And then, again...
Tough, man.
Yeah.
Always love seeing you, man. Great job. And off 3 hours of work. Or 3 hours of sleep and a couple Diet Cokes.
3 hours of sleep, and
Hey, Greg.
that's the secret. If you see me with a Diet Coke, you know I'm a little rough right now.
Well, you just grab yourself a handful of peanut M&Ms. We'll get you an IV and get you back up to speed. Ray Trentley joins us from the TK Law Firm up in Altamont Springs. They handle a number of disciplines from divorce all the way up to estate planning and everything in between. Sage advice from the guys over there will get you in the right way and get you moving in the right direction with a good decision. Ray, always good to see you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
That's Ray Trentley from TK Law offices in Altamont. We'll see you next week, buddy.
I appreciate it. Thanks so much.
You got it, man. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Load them up for last call. Let's get out of here on a Monday.
Make us think or make it funny. Just make it good. Get on board now for last call on the Jim Colbert Show. 407-916-1041.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with your Fox 35 Central Florida forecast. Well, we've got a dry stretch of weather for the next several days before we transition into a stormy weekend. It also won't be quite as warm. We'll see a low tonight of 73. The high tomorrow, 90. Tomorrow's also the first day of summer. 93 on Wednesday, and then toward the end of the week, warming up to 97 for Thursday and Friday. Storm chances begin in earnest for Friday. For the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner.
This report is sponsored by Phantom Fireworks.
Just a reminder for this and every 4th of July that the rocket's red glare and the bombs bursting in air are brought to backyards across America by Phantom Fireworks. Visit fireworks.com for specials, coupons, and a location near you.
Rebath of Mid-Florida has your bathroom waiting for you right now. I don't know if you know that. They have it waiting. Right now it's in the showroom. I don't know if you know that either. All you have to do is drop by and get it. You just walk right in and say, hey, that's my bathroom, and then they'll put it in. 4 to 6 days is all it's going to take. They'll do it with the same team. And why that's important is this, because you hear about these nightmare stories from contractors. Oh, yeah, I had the first team showed up. They did great. And then the next day, 3 different guys showed up. And then 2 different guys and another guy I'd never seen showed up. And this happened till the end of the job, which lasted 2.5 months. And you give deposit checks. These guys disappear. You don't see them for 2 or 3 weeks. And when they show back up, they don't even have the materials you asked for. They bought cheaper stuff, trying to save themselves money and still passing that on to you. The great thing about Rebath is none of those things will happen. Here's what will happen. You'll go to the showroom, 436 up in Altamont. You'll walk in and you'll go, wow, this is awesome. I like that. I like that. I like that tub. I like that pedestal sink. I love this lighting, and I like this cabinetry. Let's put that in. Their design team says, hold on for a second. Let's make a little tweaks here. You go, I love that. Now install it. And that's what they do. It's just that simple. And these products are names you've known forever. Kohler, Moen, Toto, Birch Cabinetry, that's what they install. Travertine Marble, Natural Colors, that's what they install, and they can do it for you. Hop on board today and book your appointment. Your new bathroom awaits at rebathmidfla.com.
Doug. Chances are you're jamming in your car right now. And since Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance so you only pay for what you need, Limu and I are going to show you some safe car dance moves. Hit it. Everybody, check your blind spots real quick. Now hands on the wheel. Put them 10 in 2 and move your head like a bird do. Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Hey, hot dogs, sausages. Maybe instead of using a stadium vendor to feed the office, we should have just ordered through EasyCater. I got nachos here. Nachos?
Yeah, right here. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, it was fun at first, but it is kind of disruptive.
Cheesesteak here. Who wants a cheesesteak? Over here. Coming at you. Oh, right in the face.
Some food just doesn't work at work, but EasyCater just does. Food for work on time and as ordered from over 85,000 restaurants. Order 24/7 at easycater.com.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning.
I think I need a new air conditioner. It's so hot and my old one...
We now have voice recognition. Simply say what you need.
New air conditioner.
Speak clearly and tell me what it is you want.
New air conditioner.
Go ahead, explain your problem.
You're my problem.
I heard you say there's no problem. Well, jolly good, off you go.
No, there's a problem. I need a new air conditioner.
I heard you say no problem with your air conditioner. Don't know why you called to tell us that.
This would never happen with Frank Gay.
But you didn't call Frank Gay.
Wish I had.
I heard you say...
You heard me say I'm calling Frank Gay.
When you need AC replacement, you need it done right. A friendly, helpful team to guide you, and the air in your home cool, clean, and comfortable for years to come. That's the Frank Gay way.
I heard you say you wish you had called Frank Gay. Was that it? Did I get it right this time?
That's the Frank Gay way. FrankGayServices.com.
Whether you're a plumber, roofer, electrician, or carpenter, a pro's got to have the right tools. Like Lowe's Pro Business Credit Cards. The cards that have every pro's back, big or small, giving you more flexibility and more credit options. Because at Lowe's, every pro is an MVP to us. Take your business to the next level and apply now. Subject to credit approval. See store Lowe's.com/credit for details. U.S. only.
Some roads take us to where we want to go. Other roads lead to Mo. In a world full of dangerous roads, there's only one thing you need to know. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Mo DeWitt, Orlando attorney.
At Jersey Mike's, we take great satisfaction in getting that perfect meat slice. Yes. But we don't do it for fun. We do it for fresh. Because slice to order makes a sub above.
Did you know the brain develops until you're 25? That means any drugs or alcohol you put into your body affect the way your brain develops. You need your brain for everything you do. Each time teens use drugs or alcohol increases the risk of damage to their brain and body, even death. You have the power to protect your brain. Use the facts about drugs and alcohol to make your future the best it can be. Check out thefactsyourfuture.org. Your future depends on it.
Want to hear something that's going to make you feel better? Seeing your own primary care doctor, now just around the corner. At Village Medical, at Walgreens. Our providers and care teams take care of you with same-day appointments, extended hours, and virtual visits too. You get the comprehensive care you need, when and where you want it. Experience exceptional care at Village Medical. Book your primary care appointment at villagemedical.com/getcare. That's villagemedical.com/getcare.
Twitter? Yep. We're still there. Real Radio 1041 on Twitter is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch, if you're into that kind of thing, at The Jim Colbert Show on Twitch.
All right, guys, 3 lines open for last call. 1, 2, 3 of them. 407-916-1041. Grab one. Make us laugh. Time for you to do something for the show, for Christ's sakes.
Hey.
All we do is live and breathe it for you. My God, you can meet us halfway at least once in your miserable lives.
All right. Simmer down, chuckle nuts.
Was that a good plug? Was that good?
I think you nailed it.
A little
good,
aggressive.
Right?
It's very,
was that hot? Came in hot?
Yeah, well, very blood sportish.
I'm telling you to get on the phone now.
Blood sportish.
Why did you just make...
I'm just joking, man.
What? No, but why did you make one of like our custodians cry?
I didn't make her cry. Are you crazy?
You yell at her again?
Oh my God! Enough of this. Enough of it.
We tried to put it to bed, but
Deborah has made that woman think I hate her.
I did not.
And you know why? Because they came in here and changed the trash cans one time, and then after the fact, I threw an M&M wrapper in there, and Deborah made it seem like I'd thrown a baby in there.
I did not.
Do you think maybe they think that because of, like, I don't know, your face?
What do you mean my face?
And body language?
What do you mean my body language? I'm a happy person. I skip through this building all the time.
He hollered one day and scared the crap out of her.
I did scare the complete hell out of her.
Yeah.
That was so
fun. Why are you saying that with pride?
No, I didn't.
That's not what we mean by Pride Month. You don't just terrify people. You can't do that.
I don't know. In Jimmy's world, that's pride.
One line opener for last call. That child over there screening him now. God, he looks like a boy. Look at him. Oh, my God. I want to ask him if I can borrow his hula hoop.
He does. He looks younger, but he just looks so much more respectable.
I don't know if he does. I'm going to be dead honest with you.
Now,
I'm not sure.
Think?
Come on. That is coming from a dad who would much prefer to see this Ross versus hippie Ross.
Yeah.
I'm not 100. He looks more respectful. I'm telling you.
Definitely. A little, sure, I'll give you this. Little tiki torchy.
Yeah.
but definitely more respect.
407-916-1041. We do have one line open if you want to grab that one line open. Deb, who do we have to thank today?
Well, we want to thank Mr. Sean Sloan, Regional Vice President of Winn-Dixie. Don't forget the next from now until July 4th, but especially the next 3 Mondays, Military Mondays, where you can make a donation or round up your grocery bill to the next highest amount and benefit Folds of Honor, giving scholarships to spouses and children of our fallen heroes, and Friendly, Ray Trendley of TK Law.
Absolutely. Love that Folds of Honor thing.
Yeah,
Remember, on
so
Mondays, they match, so make sure you do it on Monday.
It just doubles it. So, I mean, any donation you make between now and 4th of July at Winn-Dixie, whether it's just rounding up your bill or you're putting more out there, but they are going to match it on Mondays, so take advantage of that.
Absolutely. Jack, we did have a Twitter poll today.
Yeah, do you live in Florida with no central AC? We know it's not the majority of people, but what number would you like to predict do not have central air conditioning?
Somebody else goes first this time. Deborah, you go first.
7%.
You nailed it. Done.
Oh.
Game's over. Sorry.
Shut up.
That's
Seriously?
what you get. That's what you
No
get.
way.
Well, it's 6, but
That's
I
my
didn't
fault.
want you to be able
That's
to play
my
now.
fault. That's my fault.
Excuse me.
6% said yes.
Get a big old sloppy ding.
There we go.
What?
There you go.
Yeah, and she's not scared of you.
Still damp from the bathing suit. All right, one fine. Ross is grabbing that now. We'll get to last call here in a second. Coming up tomorrow, what'd you do that's new? We'll go over my choice a couple weeks ago because I missed out last week.
Yep.
What else on Tuesdays? I think that's it for Tuesday, right?
That is,
And
yep.
then
Now have my choice all ready to go.
our boring old phone calls and texts and topics. We'll do it tomorrow.
We'll
for
have
sure.
trivia with a great prize.
Yeah, for sure.
Which Tuesday?
See if the Puzzle Master or the Pummel Master comes in.
Pummel Master.
No.
The Mr. Pibb Master.
He said firefighter today instead
did.
of firefighter. That was my favorite.
I'm the firefighter.
The Prodigy.
Dun, 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 dun. Firefighter.
I think I'm drunk.
I don't know.
That's what happens.
All right, Ross, stand up coming up anytime soon?
No stand-up this weekend, actually.
Wow. I wanted to test out those new hairs.
Yeah, I got my mom in town. This is also one reason why I got the haircut.
Right.
That's tomorrow, dog.
Yeah. My mom comes in tomorrow at 10:30 at night.
And you guys are blowing out KSC on Friday?
Yeah, Friday. I think we're going to go to the new putt-putt golf course.
Oh, Pop Stroke?
Yeah, I
Very
think
nice.
we're top golfing.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, she also really wants to see her swing.
She's got to holler at me. We got to make it happen.
All right. We'll do that.
Yeah, we got to make it happen for sure.
Yeah.
All right, you guys ready?
Oh, wait, she's a coach, right?
Yeah.
Yo,
Maybe she can help Jimmy.
She might.
I don't need help.
All right.
And it's so good right now.
I kind of do. But
Party Mom, last call.
Hey, Jim, Party Mom here. I'm happy, feeling glad I got sunshine. In a bag I do party. Don't get me wrong, remember, I'm Party Mom, it's Party Mom. Smoke weed every day.
There you go.
Hey.
Kim, last call.
Jim,
Yes.
what do you call a social media platform for parasites?
I don't know. What do you call a social media platform for parasites?
TikTok.
Okay.
Ah,
TikTok. Oh, that's pretty.
Big T, last call.
Yeah.
All right, so here we are. It's Big T here. I just wanted to start the 10 worst things about Jimmy. Number 10. He loved to judge other people on their Christmas decoration choices. If you do not do his traditional crap, he will judge you completely. Big T out.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. I guess we'll get 9.
One a day.
Yeah, one a day. That's good. I'm looking forward.
I think we all cringed when he was like, he can't do 10.
Right,
Yeah, it's
exactly.
like,
We don't have
there's not
time.
enough time.
Exactly.
I'm going to tell you, I barely got him through one. Just give me a heads up. Scott, last call.
Hey, Deb,
Yeah.
did you hear about the stripper that dipped his testicles in glitter?
No.
Pretty nuts.
Brian, last call. Take us home.
Oh, man, I got to take us home.
I'm always in the mood that you want to be in at that time of day. So let's just go home with that.
All right, good.
All right, that's a good one. That sounds pretty nuts.
We didn't mean to wake you up, by the way.
Go ahead again, man.
Thanks for tuning in today. We appreciate it. If you missed anything on the show, podcast it at JimColbertLive.com. On behalf of Deb, Jack, and Ross, I am Jim. We follow the News Junkie. They follow the Monsters of the Morning. After us, it's Tom and Dan with the Corporate Time and our friends from Real Laughs. We will see you tomorrow at 3 for more of the Jim Colbert Show. Until then, have yourself a wonderful Monday evening.
See you tomorrow. Bye.